Cholula presents Always Right. The customer is always right. They want it with kale? Kale do. They want it with pineapple? Pucker up. They want eggs over easy but also hard? Done. But they'll also get Cholula, the premium blend of Mexican flavors that's never wrong and hits just right. With the mother of sauce, no matter their thing, it becomes the best thing. Cholula, mother of sauce.
Becky Hammond is getting everything that she wants out of her team right now. The Aces really probably don't have the great depth. They're still missing Raquana Williams, who is injured. We have not seen her yet this season throughout the first 9 games. She has a back injury. She got it during training camp, actually re-injured herself, aggravated herself during the trip, the last East Coast road trip where the Aces played every other night in a 4-game, 8-day trip. So Raquana Williams was supposed to be back by now, but she's not. She re-aggravated it, continues to get treatment. She's listed as day-to-day. But once she gets back, that'll give the Aces that microwave off the bench, a la Vinnie Johnson, if you're an old-school basketball fan, that the Pistons had back in the day. That's who Raquana Williams is, a former 6th Woman of the Year years ago when she was with the L.A. Sparks. But taking a look at the Seattle Storm tonight. This is a team that has struggled mightily this season. Their record is only 2-6. They return only 3 returning starters. They lost 80% of the roster and scoring from last year, including, of course, Brianna Stewart and Sue Bird. Their lone returning threat is Jewel Lloyd, who is averaging 25 points per game. So the Aces will see if they can get the job done here once again tonight against the Seattle Storm and continue this winning streak, currently best record in the WNBA with an 8-1 mark. When we come back, you will hear from the head coach, Becky Hammond, and get her thoughts on tonight's game and where the Aces are right now as we get ready for Pride Night inside the Michelob Ultra Arena here at the Mandalay Bay. You're listening to the pregame show, Aces Basketball, here on ESPN Las Vegas.
This is Aces Basketball on ESPN Las Vegas.
Running a business gets more complicated.
Gambler's Bonus hits again. On May 27th, Betty hit 4 8s, clearing her Gambler's Bonus 4-of-a-kind bingo card for over $10,000. Betty hit big and so can you. With Gambler's Bonus, it's why you play the game.
Think big. That's the Volkswagen Atlas. A comfortable ride, plenty of room, and is recommended by Consumer Reports. And right now at Findlay Volkswagen Henderson, get 4.9% APR for 6 years. Stand out with eye-catching style and get into the 2023 Atlas for only 4.9%. So meet me at Findlay Volkswagen Henderson in the Valley Auto Mall. OAC 3 Volkswagen credit, 4.9% APR, no down payment required. Available on new unused 2023 Atlas models. Monthly payment for every $1,000 you finance for 72 months is $1,606. Expires 7/5/23.
The growth of Rad Diversified has been incredible. My name is Dutch Mendenhall, CEO and co-founder at Rad Diversified. While the market continues to plummet, we continue to deliver incredible results for our investors through our diverse and lucrative portfolio of real estate and cash flowing investment. In less than 3 years, the value at Rad REIT has more than doubled. See what makes us rad at raddiversified.com today. That's RAD diversified.com.
All personal injury attorneys are not the same. Sure, we all claim to do the same things, but that's where the similarities between Lerner & Rowe and all other law firms end. Lerner & Rowe was recently named the second most influential law firm in the country, and we've collected billions of dollars for our clients, with over $1 billion in the last 5 years alone. If you want real results after you've been hurt in a car wreck, call Lerner & Rowe today.
Lerner & Rowe is the way to go. Call 877-1500.
Multi-state offices. Randy Westbrook, managing attorney.
Cristo Rey St. Viator High School is now enrolling 9th and 10th graders for the 2023-2024 school year. We offer a rigorous college preparatory curriculum integrated with a relevant work-study experience. Students work 1 day a week, gaining valuable work experience in law firms, banks, tech, executive offices, and major Las Vegas nonprofits. Cristo Rey St. Viator provides an affordable option for students of limited economic means, with tuitions ranging from $25 to $250 a month. Visit us at CristoRaySt.Viator.org and get started today.
Silver Sevens Hotel and Casino is a local's favorite, with great giveaways and awesome food and drink specials. Enjoy bottles of Bud, Bud Light, and Michelob Ultra for just 77 cents during all Vegas Golden Knights games. Get 7 times bonus points every Monday and 11 times bonus points every Thursday. On Fridays and Saturdays, enjoy live music in the Bud Light Sports Bar. Plus, Silver Sevens will be giving away $500 in free play every hour from 8 p.m. till midnight. Don't miss all the action at Silver Sevens Hotel and Casino on the corner of Flamingo and Paradise.
Nobody has you covered like Dollar Loan Center with signature loans up to $5,000 in minutes. We have over 50 locations, and to celebrate 25 years, this year we're going all out. We're offering new customers the chance to experience the DLC like never before for free. You heard it right. No fees at all and free interest for a week. Borrow up to $5,000 and keep it for a week. Then all you owe us back is the principal. Stop by one of our over 50 gorgeous locations in Nevada and Utah, and our awesome Dollar Loan Center staff will tell you all about it. Apply at don'tbebroke.com. Give us a call or find a Dollar Loan Center near you. And remember, at DLC, your first loan is free in 2023.
Still required to repay the principal amount. Licensed by Nevada Financial Institutions Division. Customer must meet minimum loan qualifications. Review loan qualifications business at don'tbebroke.com. Certain limitations may apply. Loans are subject to approval.
With TC Martin on ESPN Las Vegas.
Welcome back to the Michelob Ultra Arena here at the Mandalay Bay. Getting ready for tonight's game between the Aces and the Seattle Storm. Joining me now, the head coach, Becky Hammond. What's up, Coach?
It's game day.
It's game night.
Game night, yes.
Game day. Game night.
It's been my game day all day.
I bet. Got back on the winning track Sunday, which was a game day.
Yes.
Sunday afternoon. What stood out for you in the victory against Chicago?
Well, just defensively, I thought we came out of the gates pretty good, moved the ball, but we were able to get out of transition when we play out of our defense. We become really hard to beat. But I liked overall. I thought we played. The bulk of the group played really solid for the majority of the game. Still a little too many offensive rebounds for me, but I don't know if they'll ever make me completely happy.
As they shouldn't, and a coach is never satisfied.
Not yet.
You know that, right?
Not yet. It's not time to be satisfied yet.
What about Pop? Was Pop or Greg Popovich? Was he ever satisfied?
No.
Never, right?
No,
you got that from prior to that.
I just think it's a competitive person. Pop was on any given night, the most competitive person in the arena. So when you're competitive like that, you want to win every possession. You want to, execute every time. Now, obviously, it doesn't always work out all the time, but he is a maniacal competitor.
As a assistant coach for him, did you find yourself sometimes having to walk on eggshells, especially when you first joined the staff?
Yes, of course. Of course.
Come on, there's some stories there.
I have many that I will keep to myself.
Let's talk about Candace Parker. I know we talked about her on Sunday, getting ready to face her old team. Now, we watched her play on Sunday, and it really seemed like the old Candace for the first time this season. I'm curious about your thoughts. What did you notice about her performance in Sunday's game against the Sky and the overall adjustments that she's made since she's been here?
Yeah, I think especially offensively, she's still trying to figure out where she fits in, how she's being guarded, because I don't know if she's been guarded like this ever in her career. So getting her in that short roll in that pocket area and on those blocks, elbow areas, I think she's going to be incredibly good. And that's where we got her the other night. People put a lot of pressure and a lot of attention on our ball handlers, whether that's Chelsea, Kelsey, or Jackie. And so it's up to a lot of times those posts to be the separation factor with their space, with their movement, with their rolling. Because at the end of the day, we want to be able to put pressure on the rim other than just with ball penetration. We got to get rim pressure from rolling, cutting, because you get close to the rim, people have to guard you no matter who you are. And I think there's money to be made right there at the rim.
Yeah, it's funny you say that too. That when you opened and you said that you don't think that she's ever been guarded like this before. I think conventional wisdom was saying, wait, when she got here, she may be more open because teams have to pay attention to Asia, to Kelsey, to Chelsea, to Jackie, that, hey, maybe Candace will, get open shots.
Well, I think that's one of the things that I know I talked to Candace about during free agency was just like, you're going to have studs around you that are in their primes. Let them do all the running and the work, and you just pick people apart with your brain and with your passing and your spacing. Ultimately, we know we have, the green light to shoot threes. But we have to be able to score in other ways when three balls aren't falling. And so it's always nice to get a couple easy ones. I don't care who you are, whether you're Kelsey Plum or Candace Parker. Get a couple easy ones at the rim, and all of a sudden that rim gets bigger.
Becky Hammond joins us. Get ready for tonight's game between the Aces and the Storm. Let's talk about Chelsea Gray. You've referred to her as the coach, the real coach, or the coach on the floor, the leader. You played that point guard position. Are there things that you can still teach her? And do you drop a little knowledge on her still? Even though she's a veteran herself?
Yeah, look, I don't care where you are in life. You can always learn.
But sometimes players may not take that,
you know what? She's a person that craves knowledge. She wants to learn. She wants to be exposed to different things, different ideas, and how to do things. I think that's how you become great. That's why she's become great, is because she's always stayed open to learning, looking at things differently. But, some of the stuff she does, nobody taught her that. The good Lord just gave her that. As one of my friends says, favor ain't fair.
I like that. Is there a better point guard in the league?
No.
And it might not even be close, right?
Yeah, she's so big, there's a lot of point guards that we have a lot of respect for. I have mad respect for Courtney Vandersloot and some of these other unbelievable guards. Of course, I'm biased because she's my point guard. But the way she thinks the game, and I don't know if there is a bigger shot taker and maker at that position, maybe ever. I can't recall one.
Right.
Sue would make and take big ones.
Sure.
And was kind of like that pure point guard. But people forget, we could put Chelsea in the post.
Yes.
Like, Chelsea can hit mid-range, threes, finish at the rim, and then kill you off the pass. It's just so hard to guard her.
Yeah.
And she's outthinking you, too, by the way.
Of course. It seems like there were so many times, especially last year, where a game was on the line, you needed a big bucket, or if you needed to stymie a run from the other team, it was like, okay, this is Chelsea time, and she would hit that shot or make an incredible pass or whatever. In those situations where maybe you call a timeout to set something up, is Chelsea kind of one of your first options, or does she kind of maybe just take over and say, I've got this? Or kind of take us through the coach-point guard relationship there.
Well, it's weird because if you notice, a lot of times late game she's taking the ball out of bounds for us because
is that by design for you or her?
Yes,
okay.
Absolutely. Okay. Everything is designed at that point.
That's true. Of course.
Everything is designed at that point. But what people don't understand is, as much as I'd love Chelsea out there catching and shooting the ball, the hardest part a lot of this time is timing, understanding what the play is, and then somebody being able to complete the pass. A lot of times the pass is the hardest part about the whole play. And so even though I'd like two of her in those situations, one taking the ball out and one on the floor, she ultimately is my best decision maker, reader, and the ball starts in her hands. So it's a real actual skill set. I know, when I was with the Spurs, we spent time on who's going to take it out.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Because that you don't get no play if you can't get the ball in.
No, that's a great point. And how many times do we see the person maybe most open is the person who inbounds, because sometimes the defender falls asleep sometimes.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. I don't think it happens very much to her.
Yeah.
Because if you forget about her, you probably won't be on the floor the next time you're in that your team's in that situation.
Aces are 8-1. What are some of the things you feel that this team can always do better? And the reason why I asked that, because like you said, hey, you're never satisfied. There's always something better. So as you sit here now, what comes to the top of your mind?
Well, like I told them, I don't ever coach the score of the game. I'm not coaching you necessarily against that other team. I'm coaching to our identity. We are our own standard. And if we're not at that standard, then I'm going to help us get you there. Whether that's mentally or physically, it's my job to get you there. Because we have a real clear line of accountability of how we need to play, spots we need to get to, the intensity and the effort that needs to be brought, and the results will be there. If we play to who we are, the results will be there. So a lot of times my coaching is not, it's X's and O's, don't get me wrong, but I'm saying the mental approach is sometimes more important, because you don't get you'll never get the physical if you don't have the mental, actually.
Great point. Raquana Williams, give us an update on her injury. As we know, we still have not seen her on the floor yet. What is the timetable? And part two would that be, what is her role when she comes back?
Well, her role will be a microwave scorer off the bench. She's, the ultimate green light. So far as a timetable, I don't have one. She had gotten to the point, where she was with us. We had a setback with the travel. Really, I think, she's got a serious back injury that we need to be careful about. So we're not going to rush her back. All the while understanding, first of all, it's most frustrating for her than anybody else to be putting the kind of work in. So we're just going to keep at it. You can only do what you can do and control what you can control, and she's doing the best she can to get healthy and get back out there. But I don't have a timetable at this point. We're just trying to get her pain-free walking around.
In August and September is more important than June, right?
We don't, yes.
Yeah.
You've heard me say
I like that. That's a quote. I could put that quote Becky Hammond with that one. Seattle, obviously not the same looking team that you faced in the playoffs last year. Really only 3 returning starters. Still you got Jewel Lloyd. But what do you see when you see the Seattle Storm team?
A young, growing team. They're kind of in a mini rebuild. They lost a lot of pieces last year. But with Jewel Lloyd on the floor, I feel like you should always have a chance. You should feel good about it. If you're playing with her, this Jokic kid, right here, there's little point. She's nice. I like her. Yeah. She shoots it well. She's big. She understands how to play. And I think they're just figuring out their identity. Yeah. And that takes some time. Like I said, they got a lot of new pieces. It's a lot to teach and it's a lot to instill in a short amount of time. So my message to my team is just that this is not the same team you played on opening day at all. They rung up 50 points and a half against Phoenix the other day. If they get that 3-ball going, they become very deadly. So that's always a concern because we have not guarded the 3-point line well this year. So that and then transition defense, if we get those 2 areas of the game plan covered, I think we should be okay. But you always got to go out there and play. It doesn't matter. In this league, anybody can beat anybody.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing her play, too. She's from my native land, Croatia.
Croatian sensation.
There you go.
All right.
Final thing, what's the main point of emphasis for your team tonight?
What I just said, transition defense. I want to continue improvement on the board. I think we can get better. In our last game, we gave up 9 boards in the first half and then 1 in the second half. We can't have those kinds of extremes. Let's just be solid all the way through. Yeah. And then we can get out and run, but always starts on the defensive end for me.
Good luck, Coach. Appreciate the time as always.
Yeah, thank you.
Becky Hammond, the head coach of the Las Vegas Aces, reigning Coach of the Year in the WNBA. We come back, we get ready for the starting lineups, and the tip-off tonight. It's Pride Night. It's the Seattle Storm in town taking on the Las Vegas Aces. You're hearing it all on the home of the Aces in the WNBA, ESPN Las Vegas.
It's the Aces Radio Network on ESPN Las Vegas.
Hi, I'm Ronnie, the tax lady. Wells Fargo gives you access to direct deposit funds up to 2 days early.
Plus, if you look at the X and Y axis.
What if everything came 2 days early? Like the weekend.
Well, that was a pleasant surprise.
You can't get everything early, but when it comes to direct deposits, you can with Wells Fargo.
Visit wellsfargo.com/get-early to learn more. Terms and conditions apply. Not all direct deposits are eligible. Early availability is not guaranteed and may vary between deposits from the same payer. Wells Fargo Bank N.A., member FDIC.
Finley Chevrolet is Nevada's #1 Chevrolet volume dealership. Again, find new roads.
Findlay. Finley Chevy is a place to buy. Home of the...
Meet Cattleman's Barbecue Sauces, the barbecue sauce built for your back of house, not your backyard. Trusted by pet masters, our regional American barbecue flavors help you deliver delicious dishes every time. They're true professionals when it comes to performance. Think ultimate coverage and cling with no starches or fillers. However you choose to use or customize for your kitchen's needs, we've got your back of house.
It's Jeep 4x4 season. Make your next adventure epic and hurry in now for great deals. Now, while qualified returning FCA lessees get a low mileage lease on the 2023 Jeep Grand Cherokee El Laredo 4x4 for $329 a month for 24 months with $3,999 due at signing. Tax, title, license extra. No security deposit required. Call 1-888-925-JEEP for details. Requires dealer contribution at lease through Ally Financial. Current lease must end by 6/3/24. Extra charge for miles over 20,000. Residency restrictions apply. Take delivery by 5/31/23. Jeep is a registered trademark.
Rejoin Aces basketball with TC Martin on ESPN Las Vegas.
Welcome back here to the Michelob Ultra Arena inside the Mandalay Bay. Getting ready for the Aces and the Seattle Storm here tonight. Let's talk about our keys to the game. The Aces need to jump on the Storm early tonight. Do not give them any momentum whatsoever. You're looking at the Aces. They come in here with the best record in the WNBA at 8-1. The Seattle Storm, on the other hand, 2-6. So just pounce on them early. Also, get Candace Parker in the flow. She had a great game on Sunday against her former team, the Chicago Sky. It was actually her best game that she's had as a member of the Aces so far this season. Let's see if Candace can continue that and be the player they're hoping that she would be when she signed here in the offseason. And finally, pound the boards. You heard Becky Hammond just say that on the pregame show. Pound the boards, because their rebounding has actually tailed off a little bit here. They must own the paint against a smaller Seattle Storm team. Those are the keys to the game here tonight. When we come back, we will have the opening tip-off and get it going here inside the Michelob Ultra Arena. It is Pride Night. It's the Aces and the Storm, and you're listening to Aces basketball here on ESPN Las Vegas.
The Las Vegas Aces, brought to you by West Star Credit Union on ESPN Las Vegas, 1100 AM and 100.9 FM, KWWN Las Vegas.
This is JT for...
Every Father's Day, my dad opens his gift and boom, there it is. Dad face. He's not mad, just disappointed. So this year, I go on Instacart and order him stainless steel grill tools from Lowe's, headphones from Best Buy, and face wash from Sephora. Boom. Because when he's not giving dad face, dad's face should look great. Get Father's Day gifts delivered in as fast as 1 hour with Instacart. Visit instacart.com to get free delivery on your first 3 orders. Offer valid for a limited time. $10 minimum per order. Additional terms apply.
Nobody has you covered like Dollar Loan Center with signature loans up to $5,000 in minutes. We have over 50 locations, and to celebrate 25 years, this year we're going all out. We're offering new customers the chance to experience the DLC like never before for free. You heard it right. No fees at all and free interest for a week. Borrow up to $5,000 and keep it for a week. Then all you owe us back is the principal. Stop by one of our over 50 gorgeous locations in Nevada and Utah, and our awesome Dollar Loan Center staff will tell you all about it. Apply at don'tbebroke.com. Give us a call or find a Dollar Loan Center near you. And remember, at DLC, your first loan is free in 2023.
Still required to repay the principal amount. Licensed by Nevada Financial Institutions Division. Customer must meet the loan qualifications. Review loan qualifications business at don'tbebroke.com. Certain limitations may apply. Loans are subject to approval.
Life's better with a home policy from American Family Insurance because you'll feel protected no matter how the wind blows. Also, you can keep enjoying the home of your dreams. And our expert agents can help you save up to 23% when you bundle home with auto. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. American Family Insurance. Get a quote? Find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Hey shoppers, this is your local farmer letting you know that Florida watermelon is in season and available in the produce section right now. Whoa. Hey, careful now. There's plenty of juicy watermelon and other tasty Florida-grown produce for everyone. I mean, all you have to do is ask for Fresh from Florida or look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo while you shop. We're going to need a lot more help at checkout.
The growth at Rad Diversified has been incredible. My name is Dutch Mendenhall, CEO and co-founder at Rad Diversified. While the market continues to plummet, we continue to deliver incredible results for our investors through our diverse and lucrative portfolio of real estate and cash flowing investment. In less than 3 years, the value at Rad REIT has more than doubled. See what makes us rad at raddiversified.com today. That's RAD diversified.com.
Live on ESPN Las Vegas, it's time for your WNBA champion Las Vegas Aces. Brought to you by Finley Volkswagen Henderson.
10 seconds on the shot clock, 33 on the game clock. One bucket away from a championship for the Aces. KP rolls down the lane. She stops. She fires. She's got the bucket, and the Aces are going to get themselves a title. Timeout, Connecticut. Let the celebration get ready to begin.
Tip-off is moments away here on your home for Aces basketball, ESPN Las Vegas.
There's three. There's two. She's going to launch from three. Chelsea Gray for three. Unbelievable. Boom. Goes the dynamite here. Mark Davis on his feet. 8,000 plus on their feet. Mercy.
Now, here's the voice of the Las Vegas Aces, T.C. Martin.
And a good Thursday evening, and welcome to the Michelob Ultra Arena inside the Mandalay Bay for Aces basketball. The world champion Las Vegas Aces taking on the Seattle Storm here tonight. Another great crowd, and it is Pride Night tonight. Very festive occasion here tonight, and the fans still rolling in. And the Las Vegas Aces playing only their fourth home game thus far on the year, 6 on the road. And the Aces have 8 victories and only 1 defeat. The Aces are undefeated at home, winning all 3 of their games in convincing fashion. Aces coming off a victory over the Chicago Sky on Sunday, 93-80 the final. The Aces shot a league best 59% from the floor, 5 double-digit scores led by Asia Wilson's 21, Chelsea Gray's 19, Kelsey Plum's 16, Jack Young had 14, and Candace Parker had her best game as a member of the Aces with 10 points. Tonight, they take on the Seattle Storm, and this is a different Seattle Storm team. Their record is 2-6, and this is, of course, a team without Breanna Stewart, who left for greener pastures in New York to be part of the Liberty. And, of course, Sue Bird retired. Her last game, of course, was last year during the playoffs when the Aces defeated the Seattle Storm. They're in Seattle on their way to a championship. Here are your starting lineups for tonight's game. First, for the visitors from Seattle, they will start Kia Nurse, the 6-foot guard out of UConn, averaging 7 points per contest. She is joined in the backcourt by Ivana Dojkic, 5'11" rookie guard out of Croatia. Jordan Horston, also in the backcourt, a rookie out of Tennessee. Then you have Jewel Lloyd, the all-everything guard, averaging 25 points per contest. And then Izzy Megagabor, the 6'4" center from Australia. Noelle Quinn is the head coach of the Seattle Storm in her 3rd season. Like we said, the Storm coming here with a record of 2-6, 1-1 on the road, but 1-5 at home. They're coming off a victory, though, as they defeated Phoenix in Phoenix on Tuesday night, 83-69. The Aces will start their familiar starting 5. The 3-guard trio of Jackie Young, Kelsey Plum, and Chelsea Gray. The forecourt, Candace Parker, and of course the MVP and Defensive Player of the Year, Asia Wilson. Becky Hammond coaches the Aces, the reigning Coach of the Year. The Aces been fantastic so far, leading the WNBA in scoring at 91 points per game, holding opponents to only 79. They are also first in field goal percentage and 3-point percentage. The Aces donned in their black uniforms trimmed in white and gold, Seattle with the white and trimmed in green, and we're up and underway from the Mandalay Bay. Seattle gets the tip, and it's Izzy Megbagor has the ball to the top to Horston. Horston closely guarded by Candace Parker. Back to Megbagor. She's going to take a jumper. She's short. Jackie Young comes down with a rebound. Outlet pass to Chelsea Gray from the Aces' first possession, and Jackie has it on the left wing. Looking for Asia in the post. Does get it to her. Lobs it inside. Jewel Lloyd on her. Kicks it out to Plum for 3. KP for 3. 3-0 Las Vegas. Storm bring it up. The rookie Dojkic has it at the point to Jewel Lloyd. She's going to launch a 3. Air ball into the hands of Chelsea Gray. Gray brings it across the timeline with the right-hand dribble. No look pass into the corner to Jackie. Jackie now has it, directs traffic, gives it to Candace, her first touch of the game. Inside the low block, Asia Wilson rolls to the glass and good. Asia caught it on the right block, 2 dribbles, left-handed hook, score the bucket. Aces scored the first 5, and we played a minute and a half. Jewel Lloyd has it back at the top of the key for the Storm. Dojkic down the lane, finger roll, good. So Seattle on the board, 5-2. Plum now has it, gives it back to Gray, and runs it from the top. Chelsea with the right-hand dribble, still in midcourt, gives it Asia in the high post. Over to Candace Parker, she has on the right wing. Inside pass to Chelsea Gray. Count the bucket and an assist for Candace Parker. So these two obviously know each other extremely well from their time back in LA, where they won a championship in 2016. And Chelsea Gray was probably the most happy, along with Asia Wilson, that Candace Parker was coming here. And Candace really starting to get into her groove, so to speak. There's a jumper from Lloyd. She misses. Back rim, 15-footer, no good. Asia comes down with a rebound. Outlet pass to Plum. Plum with a hippity-hop dribble. Now throws it inside, picked off. Try to get it to Parker. Picked off inside by Dojkic, and Plum fouls it. So Dojkic will go to the free throw line. The crowd did not like that call, but Plum got her across the arm. Aces lead 7-2 early on. 7:43 remaining, just underway. Crowd still rolling in here. Another great crowd on hand here at the Michelob Ultra Arena, home of your WNBA champion Las Vegas Aces. So Dojkic goes to the free throw line. She is from Croatia. I would say Kakosi to her. It's a friendly hello in Croatian. And she misses a free throw. The crowd pumped up, as you know, tonight, as always. But they're really going to get pumped up if she misses the next free throw, because 2 free throws missed in a row is a slice of pizza from our good friends at Slice of Vegas, located here in the Mandalay Bay shops. The crowd will tell you if she made or missed. She made it. She splits the pair, 1 out of 2. 7-3 Las Vegas. Gray brings the ball up court for the Aces. Kia Nurse guards her. Then you have Wilson at the top. Over to Parker in the corner. Back to Gray in the post. She can score from down there. Loses control of the ball. And that'll be a turnover for the Aces. So Chelsea got in the low block, something we talked about with Becky Hammond during the pregame show, if you caught that. Great stuff there from Becky, talking about Chelsea Gray and what a difference maker she is, not only with the ball in her hands, but from a scoring perspective as well. Can score anywhere she wants. Dojkic now has it. Gives it back to the top to Meg Begor. Here's a short jumper, no good. Into the hands of Wilson. Gray to Young. Young at the top of the key. Jackson's going to stop, pop her first shot. A little flat, front rim, no good. Meg Begor comes down with a rebound. She's going to play point guard. It's 3-on-2 for Seattle. They got numbers. Dojkic's going to settle for a 3. Drano. Ivana Dojkic from Croatia, averaging 8 points in her first year in the league. Plum's going to try a long distance 3. Back rim, no good. Horston comes down with a rebound. She dribbles it up court. Stops, pops from 15. Back rim, no good. Parker with a rebound. Puts it on the deck. She'll bring it up herself. Comes down the right flank. Spins inside. Parker kicks it to the corner to Plum. Over to Jackie. Shot fake, 2 dribble, floater good. Great ball movement there by the Aces. 9-6 Las Vegas. 6:20 to play here in the first. Horston has it. Another rookie for Seattle. They have 3 rookies on this roster. And remember, only 3 returning players. Of course, you think of the Seattle Storm, you think about the great teams they've had, the playoff run, the 2 championships. And of course, you think of Sue Bird, who retired, and Brianna Stewart, who now took her talents to New York, playing with the Liberty. Kia Stokes checks in the game. And Candace Parker checks out early. Horston goes down the lane, right-hand hook shot, no good. And Asia comes down with the ball. Rebound. Wilson to Gray, she turns it over. Tried to get it to Stokes down low. Here comes the Storm. Meg Begor all the way to the rack, scored with a left-hand layup. 9-8, closest that Seattle's been early on here. Gray, unusually, with a couple turnovers here. She has it, gives it to Wilson. She gets it back. Gray now sets herself in the left wing. Left-hand dribble goes all the way inside. Now kicks it in a corner. Ball's tipped. Almost another turnover. That was off the hands of Jewel Lloyd. And Becky Hammond is not like what she's seen from the Aces the last couple times down the court. 5:39 remaining, first period. We got a close one thus far. It's Las Vegas 9, Seattle 8.
It's Aces basketball on ESPN Las Vegas. Brought to you by Finley Volkswagen Henderson.
If you own a small business,
Wells Fargo lets you know where you stand with your FICO credit score. What if you knew where you stood with everything? Like your kids' friends.
Hey, boys. How do cows stay informed?
Dad, don't.
They read the Moo paper.
Mr. Otis, you're the funniest.
It's good to know where you stand. And when it comes to your FICO credit score, you can with a Wells Fargo account.
Visit wellsfargo.com/getfico to learn more. Terms and conditions apply. FICO is a registered trademark of Fair Isaac Corporation in the United States and other countries. Wells Fargo Bank N.A., member FDIC.
Hear that? That's the sound of the 2023 Chevy Silverado and its Turbo Max engine, delivering impressive power with no compromised durability. Whether you're helping friends move or just moving some friends, this is the sound of a family with plenty of rear seat room to enjoy the ride. And this is the sound of you heading to your local Chevy dealer today. Find your Silverado and find new roads. Chevrolet. See your Southern Nevada Chevy dealers.
Here's to feeling that we belong and feeling part of something bigger. Here's to being there for each other and finding friends who become family. Here's to the talkers, the listeners, and the cooks. Absolutely the cooks. Here's to the ones we can't imagine not knowing. And here's to all the wonderful and powerful things that happen when we come together. Here's to us, all of us. To learn more, visit mychinet.com.
Hey shoppers, this is your local farmer letting you know that Florida watermelon is in season and available in the produce section right now. Whoa. Hey, careful now. There's plenty of juicy watermelon and other tasty Florida-grown produce for everyone. I mean, all you have to do is ask for Fresh from Florida or look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo while you shop. We're going to need a lot more help at checkout.
Let's rejoin Aces basketball with TC Martin on ESPN Las Vegas.
We're back here at the Michelob Ultra Arena as Shaq just walked by us and just patted Chelsea Gray on the backside here. She's getting ready to take the ball inbounds. Shaquille O'Neal in the house here tonight. All right, Chelsea Gray will inbound in front of the Storm bench after the Becky Hammond timeout. Aces lead by 1, 9-8 early on here. Kelsey Plum with the basketball, dips it inside to Stokes, but the shot clock expires. So the Aces couldn't get anything going on that possession. So last two trips, Aces come up empty. Aces shooting 67% thus far, connecting on 4 of 6 shots. So Seattle with a chance to take the lead here. Since the first time we were scoreless. Meg McGlure has it at the top of the key over to Dojkic. Dojkic now going to stop and fire from 18. She's flat on that one front rim. Ball is loose in the hands of Stokes. She gives it to Plum. Plum travels. So another turnover for the Aces, and that was good defense by Dojkic in the backcourt. So Horston will inbounds. So Dojkic has it at the top of the key. Back to Horston. Horston dribbles inside on Asia. Back to the basket. Good defense by Wilson. Back to Kia Nurse. Nurse follow-away jumper. Good. And the Seattle Storm have their first lead of the night at 10-9. Gray brings it up to Asia. See if the Aces get something going offensively. Asia down the rack. Rejected by Meg McGlure. But she is fouled, and Wilson will get 2 free throws. So just the first team foul on the Seattle Storm. Aces have just one themselves. So Asia goes to the free throw line for 2. First one up and good. Alicia Clark will check in for the first time. And again, probably a special game for her, facing her old team, the Seattle Storm, where she won 2 championships with them back in the day. Played with the Washington Mystics last year. Now a member of the Aces, and so glad to have her here because she brings so much to this team. Intensity, defense, and a very good three-point shooter. Shooting 56% from 3 so far this year. Asia makes both free throws. Aces back on top, 11-10. Horston has at the top of the key to Dojkic. She's going to let another 3 fire. Misses everything. Horston with the putback. She misses. And Stokes comes out of the rebound. Becky Hammond was concerned about the rebounds Too many offensive boarders. We're seeing that with Seattle right now. Plum with a bounce pass to Jackie. Congested there on the right side. Shot clock down to 7. Asia has it. She's going to make a move, goes into a double team, misses everything, and Nurse comes down with a rebound. So Ace is a little inefficient, but credit Seattle. They've always been known as a good defensive team, especially under Noelle Quinn. And there's the turnover as Dojkic shuffled her feet as she started to get into the offense. 4:08 to play, first period. As usual, very energetic, excited crowd here tonight. Plum now has it, comes across, top of the key, to Jackie. Jackie has it, goes inside, off the glass and good. Scored for Jackie Young. Aces back up by 3. Dojkic over to Lloyd. Lloyd's been a little bit quiet tonight. Their leading scorer and their lone returning star. Magdalor jumper, no good, off the mark from 20. And Asia comes down with another rebound. Asia's got 4 now. To Nurse. Tries to get it inside to Stokes. Goes off her hand. Rims out. Almost went in. But went out of bounds. It'll be Seattle basketball. So Yvonne Turner checks in as Horston exits. And also Mercedes Russell comes in at 6'6", tallest player on the floor. McLaughlin, jumper, good, gets in the lane, and she can score it. She's averaging 13 points and 9 rebounds per game. Seattle cuts the lead to 1, 13-12. Young now has it, tries to go inside. McLaughlin picks her up. Back to Clark. Clark to Wilson. Wilson, follow-away jumper, money. Nicely done by Asia. Found her spot right there inside the key from 15. And the Aces back up by 3, 15-12. 2:50 to play first period. Ball is loose on the ground. Jackie goes after it, but Lloyd comes up with it. Former teammates, Notre Dame Fighting Irish back in the day. There's a jumper that is no good. And Stokes comes down with the rebound. Gives it to Jackie. Jackie's going to stop and fire from 3. Front rim no good. And Dojkic comes down with a rebound. Gives it to Nurse. She'll walk it up the court for Seattle. Dojkic now has it back at the top of the key. Young guards her. Bounce pass inside. Jewel Lloyd, jump hook, good. Nice cut by Jewel Lloyd. Nice little right-handed jump hook in the lane. 15-14 Aces. Plum now has it on the left wing with the dribble, directing traffic. She's saying, come on, Jackie, go. Still looking for Young. Now she goes inside to Asia. Asia gets double teamed. Asia spins out of it and she draws a foul. So that will not result in free throws because that's only the second team foul by Seattle. And we have substitutions. Kirsten Bell will make her way onto the floor for the first time. Plum will exit. Jackie Young also exits. And Chelsea Gray comes back in. So on the floor for the Aces now, you've got Wilson, Bell, Stokes, Gray, and Clark. Gray now has it. Gets the inbound from Clark. 18-footer rims out, no good. Nurse with the rebound for Seattle. Melbourne, who just checked in for Seattle, has the ball at the top of the key. And also Sammy Whitcomb, and she's a sharpshooter. She was Kelsey Plum's teammate back at the University of Washington. Gets it inside to Magdalor, rejected by Wilson. Comes down with a rebound as well. Here comes Chelsea. Here comes Gray. She shakes, she bakes, she goes with the glass and good. Chelsea Gray, 17-14 Aces. Minute 20 to play here in the first. Melbourne has it. And this is where Seattle's going to struggle. And picked off by Chelsea Gray. Melbourne tried to get it to Whitcomb. Couldn't do it. No look pass down the lane. Kirsten Bell lines up for 3. Front rim no good. Battle for the rebound inside. Russell comes down with it at 6-6 for Seattle. And Seattle wants a timeout. 1:06 to play. They want to reset a little bit here as Noelle Quinn's going to take a timeout. 1:06 to play, first quarter, 17-14 Aces.
It's the Aces Radio Network on ESPN Las Vegas.
The growth at Rad Diversified has been incredible. My name is Dutch Mendenhall, CEO and co-founder at Rad Diversified. While the market continues to plummet, we continue to deliver incredible results for our investors through our diverse and lucrative portfolio of real estate and cash flowing investment. In less than 3 years, the value at RAD REIT has more than doubled. See what makes us rad at raddiversified.com today. That's RAD diversified.com.
If you're considering purchasing a new or used Honda, Finley is a named Las Vegas trust for exceptional service. Whether you're up north, down south, or somewhere in between, you're just 15 minutes away from Finley Honda North in Centennial Hills and Finley Honda Henderson in the Valley Auto Mall. The difference is in the name.
There's a difference you can feel when you step into the showroom at Finley Honda Henderson. Sure, our cars are beautiful, built to last, and our certified pre-owned inventory is one of the largest in the country. But the difference is our people. From the sales floor to the service department, we're focused on you. Because when you're the center of our attention, everybody wins. It may not be what you're used to, but we think it should be. Welcome to the difference at Finley Honda Henderson in the Valley Auto Mall.
At Wells Fargo, if you accidentally overdraw your account, we give you an extra day grace period to avoid the overdraft fee. What if everything came with an extra day?
Sunday night and I have the Sunday scaries.
Honey, don't be scared. Every weekend comes with an extra day now.
All right. TGI Sunday.
It helps to have an extra day. When it comes to overdrafts, you can with Wells Fargo.
Visit wellsfargo.com/getextra to learn more. Terms and conditions apply. Subject to timing requirements and the bank's funds availability policy. Wells Fargo Bank N.A. member FDIC.
Let's rejoin Aces basketball with TC Martin on ESPN Las Vegas.
Back here at the Michelob Ultra Arena, it's the Aces and Seattle, and just under a minute to play here in the first. Seattle inbounds the ball, turns it over. Aces will now have it. So after the Seattle timeout, they got nothing going. A quick turnover there. And Chelsea Gray has it at the top of the key. Bounce pass inside to Candace Parker, to Stokes, to Gray. Inside to Alicia, and Alicia goes off her hands, and it'll be another turnover for the Aces. Aces get a little bit sloppy here tonight. That is already their sixth turnover. Seattle only with 2, and that's what's keeping the Storm in the game. 17-14, 30 seconds to go. Whitcomb has it. Back over to Melbourne. She penetrates down the lane. Bell on her. Good defense there. McMagor going down the lane over Stokes. Jumper rims out, and Bell comes down with a rebound. 21 seconds to go in the quarter. Shot clock turned off. Parker back in the game. Parker with the dribble. Parker working down low. Parker wants a shot. Follow away jumper. Back rim, no good. 10 seconds to go. So the Aces elected not to go final shot. Hopefully that doesn't come back to hurt him here and give up a hoop. Lloyd has it. Top of the key. Lets a 3 fly. Count it. Jewel Lloyd with 1 second to go. Aces inbound. No shot attempt. And we are tied at 17. 17 all. Got ourselves a football score here. And the Seattle Storm come to play here tonight, but the Aces have helped them out with some turnovers. At the end of one, we're tied at 17. You're listening to Aces basketball here on the Aces Radio Network.
This is Aces basketball on ESPN Las Vegas. Have your voice heard. Hit up the Finley Kia text line at 69187. Finley Kia on Sahara, just west of Decatur. The Finley Kia text line, where listeners go to speak their mind. Text 69187.
If you need to sell your house, life's better with a home policy from American Family Insurance, because you'll feel protected no matter how the wind blows. Also, you can keep enjoying the home of your dreams. And our expert agents can help you save up to 23% when you bundle home with auto. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. American Family Insurance. Get a quote? Find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
The growth at Rad Diversified has been incredible. My name is Dutch Mendenhall, CEO and co-founder at Rad Diversified. While the market continues to plummet, we continue to deliver incredible results for our investors through our diverse and lucrative portfolio of real estate and cash flowing investment. In less than 3 years, the value at RAD REIT has more than doubled. See what makes us rad at raddiversified.com today. That's RAD diversified.com.
Wendy's Strawberry Frosty is back for the summer. Cause if it's summertime, it's Frosty time. Beach time, Frosty time. Tea time, Frosty time. Me time, Frosty Treat yourself to Wendy's Strawberry Frosty this summer and make time for Frosty time. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's. Now open till midnight or later.
Limited time only. Participating U.S. Wendy's. Hours may vary.
Hey, it's Asia Wilson, number 22 of the Las Vegas Aces. You're listening to Las Vegas Aces basketball on ESPN Radio.
Welcome back to Electric Michelob Ultra Arena as usual here for the Las Vegas Aces. And the champs having a little bit of a struggle tonight. They came in here as an 18-point favorite, and they are tied at the end of one with the Seattle Storm. The Aces shooting 50%. They've connected on 7 of 14, but 6 big turnovers have hurt the Aces tonight. And the Aces, Jackie Young has 4. Asia Wilson leads all scores with 6. Aces will have the basketball going left to right on your radio dial here in the first half, and we start quarter number 2. Chelsea Gray with the basketball, top of the key to Candace Parker, back to the basket, 18 feet away. Parker palming the ball with the right hand, gives it to Chelsea, back on the corner. Chelsea penetrates inside, draws a double team, still has the dribble, now kicks it to Alicia Clark for 3. That one's well off the mark, out of bounds. It'll be Seattle basketball. So Seattle coming off a victory at Phoenix on Tuesday night. That was only their second victory of the year. The Storm coming here 2-6. The Aces with a WNBA league best record of 8-1. Russell now has it down the low block, kicks it back out for a jumper, and good by Ivana Dojkic. So Dojkic now has 8 for the Storm, and Seattle leads 19-17. Gray has it on the right wing, looks inside for Clark, instead gives it to Kia Stokes at the top of the key. Kia back to Gray. Gray, stop, fire, rims out, and Kia battles for the rebound, back out to Clark. Offensive rebound, nicely done, and Alicia Clark drains the 3. Aces retake the lead at 20-19. Sammy Whitcomb, a long distance 3, front rim, no good, and Gray tracks it down to the right corner. Now she brings it up. Seattle does a good job getting back on D, except they fell asleep down low. There was Candace Parker. Parker got by the rookie, Horton, and scored the bucket for Parker, and it's 22-19 Las Vegas. Dojkic now has the top of the key. Bell getting some extended minutes here in her second year from Florida Gulf Coast. Horston, jumper, good. She got in the paint. Nice little 14-footer. Seattle crawls within 1 at 22-21. Gray now has it. Over on the left wing, gets it back to Stokes. Stokes hands it off to Chelsea. Chelsea working on Whitcomb, has a clear path if she wants it. Instead gives it to Alicia Clark, and she tries to go high, low, bounce pass, thrown away, intended for Kia Stokes. Another turnover for the Aces. That's getting pretty redundant. So Jackie Young's going to check back in here. And the officials are going to have to make her wait. And then Kelsey Plum's checking in as well, too. So they'll both wait for the next dead ball. Dojkic walks the ball up the court. Aces start off on fire, but then had that little lull towards the end of the first quarter. It's carried over to the second. There's a reach-in foul down low on Chelsea Gray. So that will be a shooting foul as Meg McGore will go to the free throw line as she was going up for a shot on the baseline. And Becky Hammond doesn't like that one really either. Shouting some instructions to Candace Parker. I think she's talking to Candace about help defense there. First free throw is missed. So again, the opponent misses 2 consecutive free throws in one trip. That means a slice of pizza for everyone in the building. There are good friends from Slice of Vegas located inside the Mandalay Bay shops here. The mall between Mandalay Bay and the Excalibur. And guess what? Everybody's eating pizza tonight. Both free throws missed. Parker with a rebound to Gray. Free pizza. And I know my good friends over at Slice, Joe and company and Scott, they're like, yes, but no, because they know they're going to have thousands of people rolling through for some free pizza tonight. You know what they're doing right now, Mateo? They're calling people up. Hey, we need more workers tonight. Come in and get the pizza. No, Mateo, you're not eligible. You might be eligible. You can produce a ticket. You can get your free slice of pizza. That sounds like an Ari move. Bring Ari some pizza. He deserves it back in the studio. There's Jackie Young as she goes down the lane while I'm talking about pizza. Hey, can you blame me? Jackie scores the bucket and the Aces are up 3, 24-21. I'm sure Ari will put that as part of the highlight package. Inside, McMagor gets it from Whitcomb. Score the bucket there, 24-23 Seattle. Gray now walks the ball across the timeline. Dojkic giving her room to operate. She knows what she's dealing with there. Gray to Young. Young at the top of the key. Dojkic switches off on her. Jackie just muscles inside, kisses it off the glass for the bucket. 26-23. 6:40 to play here, second quarter. Whitcomb goes down the lane. Jackie gets her hands up, deflects it. Has it in her hands. Outlet pass to Plum. Plum has it, slows it down now on the right wing. Gives it to Candace. She wants it. Now Chelsea wants it. Long three from Chelsea Gray, rims out, no good, goes out of bounds, and it'll be Seattle basketball. So Aisha Wilson had a lengthy stay on the bench. She will now come back in. Wilson had 6 quick points in 9 minutes of action, so she's actually been out for the last 5 minutes of game time here. So on the floor now, the Aces have Young, Plum, Gray, Wilson, and Clark. Dojkic brings it up to court, getting a lot of minutes, the rookie from Croatia. McMagor nearly loses it. Alicia Clark swats it away, but McMagor gets it back, 10 on the shot clock, back to Whitcomb. Whitcomb has it 25 feet away, goes inside. McMagor, we're going to get a blocking foul by Chelsea Gray. Chelsea tried to take the charge, and they are going to say a blocking foul on Gray. And that'll be 2 more free throws for McMagor. So 2 shots for her. And Gray picks up her second foul. See if more pizza can be given away here. No. McMagor gets the first free throw. And with another one, she could cut the lead to 1. And does. It's 26-25 Las Vegas. So Plum will bring it up. Right side. Crosses the timeline. Staggered screen. Uses them both from Jackie and Asia. And there is a whistle in the corner as Plum dishes it off to Alicia Clark. She shuffles her feet. She tried to make a baseline move. So another turnover for the Aces. Aces approaching double-digit turnovers. Way too early for that. 6 minutes to play here in the second. 26-25 Las Vegas, clinging to a 1-point lead. McMagor has it at the top of the key. Asia guarding her. 1 dribble and gets it back to Whitcomb. Whitcomb over to Dojkic. She's open for 3. Back rim, no good. Gray with a rebound. Gray wants to run. Bounce pass to Plum on the left wing. Plum slices down the lane, down to the baseline. Still has it. Plum looking for a shot. Forces one up, gets it rejected by Whitcomb, her former teammate at Washington. Dojkic open for 3 as Whitcomb leaves it forward and drains it. Another 3-pointer and another timeout. Becky Hammond not happy at all. And the Aces find themselves down 2. It's 28-26 with 5:26 to play here in the first half.
Your home for Aces basketball is ESPN Las Vegas.
If you own a small business,
It's Macy's Father's Day sale. Take an extra 25% off great gifts for every dad with your coupon or Macy's card. Or shop Father's Day specials like 40 to 50% off classic styles from INC, Alfani, and more. 25 to 40% off activewear essentials from Adidas, Reebok, and more. And 40% off designer watches. Want more deals? Download the free Macy's app by saying, Alexa, open Macy's now. Savings off regular sale and clearance prices. Exclusions apply.
The growth at Rad Diversified has been incredible. My name is Dutch Mendenhall, CEO and co-founder at Rad Diversified. While the market continues to plummet, we continue to deliver incredible results for our investors through our diverse and lucrative portfolio of real estate and cash flowing investment. In less than 3 years, the value at Rad REIT has more than doubled. See what makes us rad at raddiversified.com today. That's RAD diversified.com.
Cholula presents always right. The customer is always right. They want it with kale? Kale do. They want it with pineapple? Pucker up. They want eggs over easy, but also hard? Done. But they'll also get Cholula, the premium blend of Mexican flavors that's never wrong and hits just right. With the mother of sauce, no matter their thing, it becomes the best thing. Cholula, mother of sauce.
Wells Fargo lets you know where you stand with your FICO credit score. What if you knew where you stood with everything? Like your kids' friends.
Hey, boys. How do cows stay informed?
Dad, don't.
They read the moo paper.
Mr. Otis, you're the funniest.
It's good to know where you stand. And when it comes to your FICO credit score, you can with a Wells Fargo account.
Visit wellsfargo.com/getfico to learn more. Terms and conditions apply. FICO is a registered trademark of Fair Isaac Corporation in the United States and other countries. Wells Fargo Bank N.A., member FDIC.
Get back to the hardwood with T.C. Martin on ESPN Las Vegas.
Welcome back to the Michelob Ultra Arena in the Mandalay Bay. The Aces have themselves a little bit of struggle here tonight. 28-26, they're trailing the Seattle Storm. And don't forget, the Aces back in action, part of a 3-game homestand. This is game number 2. Aces defeated the Chicago Sky on Sunday, 93-80, and they will play again this Sunday against the Minnesota Lynx, 6 p.m. special start time. So get your tickets at access.com, AXS.com. And for all your game schedules and Aces info, go to LasVegasAces.com. I think we just had a marriage proposal at halftime. And she said yes. There you go. It all happens here at Aces games. Crowd roaring their approval. Pride Night here tonight at the arena, and fans very festive mood, of course, and great crowd on hand here again tonight here at the Michelob Ultra Arena. Here come the Aces off the timeout. Into the corner. It goes to Alicia Gray. She misses that 3. Ball is tipped out of bounds. Cannot be controlled by the Storm as Whitcomb couldn't get the board. Went off her hands. So Chelsea Gray will inbound. Aces will have it underneath their own hoop. Shot clock at 14. Box set here for the Aces. Out of bounds. No look pass from Gray inside to Young. Young trying to battle her way inside. Can't get a shot off. Alicia Clark will try another 3. It's just a matter of time before Alicia Clark drains one, and she does. And the Aces retake the lead at 29-28. 4:55 to play before halftime. Whitcomb back to the top. Dojkic. Ball is tipped up in the air. McElroy comes down with it. Horston's going to try a long 3. Rims out. Wilson rebound. Gray now has it. Crosses midcourt to Asia at the top. Asia surveying the situation. Gives it a Plum. Plum, nice bounce pass inside to Asia and good. Assist Plum. Wilson with a smile and a bucket and a frown from Noelle Quinn, who calls a timeout for Seattle. Timeout on the floor. 31-28. 4:33 to play. Aces up by 3.
Your home for Aces basketball is ESPN Las Vegas.
Don't let the weather stop you from having fun out there. At Academy Sports and Outdoors, we carry all the best gear from the top brands, all at prices you'll love. And now shopping is more convenient than ever at Academy.com and on the Academy app. Shop anytime, anywhere for our widest selection of colors, styles, and sizes. From grills to fitness, everything you need to have fun out there. Academy.com and on the Academy app.
Wells Fargo gives you access to direct deposit funds up to 2 days early.
Plus, if you look at the X and Y axis...
What if everything came 2 days early? Like the weekend.
Well, that was a pleasant surprise.
You can't get everything early, but when it comes to direct deposits, you can with Wells Fargo.
Visit wellsfargo.com/getearly to learn more. Terms and conditions apply. Not all direct deposits are eligible. Early availability is not guaranteed and may vary between deposits from the same payer. Wells Fargo Bank N.A., member FDIC.
It's Macy's Father's Day sale. Take an extra 25% off great gifts for every dad with your coupon or Macy's card. Or shop Father's Day specials like 40 to 50% off classic styles from INC, Alfani, and more. 25 to 40% off activewear essentials from Adidas, Reebok, and more. And 40% off designer watches. Want more deals? Download the free Macy's app by saying, Alexa, open Macy's now. Savings off regular sale and clearance prices. Exclusions apply.
And back to the hardwood with T.C. Martin on ESPN Las Vegas.
Aces and the Storm engaged in a good one here tonight. Aces clinging to a 31-28 lead, 4:33 remaining here in the first half. The Aces are led by Jackie Young and Asia Wilson, each with 8 points. Alicia Clark off the bench with 6 and 2 big threes for her. She continues her hot trend of shooting over 50% from three. Speaking of the 50% mark, the Aces have got themselves 5 players shooting over 50% from the floor. You got Jackie Young, Alicia Clark, Asia Wilson, Chelsea Gray, all firing away from over 50%. And the Aces have 4 players shooting over 45% from three. So the Aces break the huddle here. And I know Becky Hammond would like to see this team go on a little bit of a run. It's been a struggle. Aces jumped out to a 9-2 lead. Seattle came back and took their first lead shortly after that. And it's been back and forth with 6 lead changes so far in this game. 31-28. Aces lead. And remember, the Aces back in action here on Sunday against the Minnesota Lynx, another team that traditionally is very, very good. And they're struggling with only 2 wins so far this year. And when Minnesota comes back, that means the return of Kayla McBride. So K-Mac will be here. She did not play the first game when the Lynx were here about 3 weeks ago. Here comes Seattle with the basketball off the timeout. Dojkic to Maglagor. She has it. Izzy going down the lane and scored it. Maglagor having herself quite a game thus far. Getting into double digits now with 10. So without Breanna Stewart, she's getting a lot more minutes. And a very young Seattle Storm team, but they're hanging with the Aces down 1. Asia now has it at the left elbow, and Chelsea gets the ball back, falls down. Luckily gets it to Plum. 3 on the shot clock. Plum forces up a 3, no good. Maglagor comes down with a rebound. Outlet pass to Dojkic. Here comes the Storm. Dojkic. Back to Jewel Lloyd. She fires. She drains it. Don't get Jewel Lloyd going. Averaging 25 points per game. Tops in the WNBA. And Lloyd now has 8. She's connected on 2 of 3 3-pointers. There's a whistle away from the ball as Wilson had it in the paint. Shot will not count because the foul was away from the ball, so the Aces will inbound on the side. Candace Parker checks back in. Plum to the bench. So on the floor now for the Aces, you've got Parker, Wilson, Young, Clark, and Gray. It looks like Plum is going to check back in. I don't think Parker was supposed to check in for Plum, so Plum's putting her hands up in the air now, talking to Becky in front of us here. So Plum will check back in, and we'll see who Parker was supposed to check in for. Here's another whistle. There's a foul inside. That's going to be on Jewel Lloyd. So Seattle's racked up 3 team fouls here, but 3:22 to play. Neither team in the penalty yet. So Alicia Clark comes out. So the Aces now have their starting 5 back on the floor to close out the first half. Gray will inbound from the side, in front of the Seattle bench. Young to Asia. She's going to launch a 3. Back rim, no good. And Horston comes down with a rebound for the Storm. Dojkic just out of control, tries to drive down the lane, throws the ball up in the air, and it gets picked up by Plum. There to Jackie, muscles up and good. That's Jackie Young using that body, that strong body. He kisses it off the glass for the bucket. We're tied at 33. 2:50 to play before halftime. Horston has it, nearly travels, no call. Dribble handoff to Lloyd. Lloyd shakes, bakes, floater, no good. Maglagor put back good. 35-33, the Storm retake the lead. Long outlet pass to Plum. She's going to stop, fire, boom! Kelsey Plum for three, and the Aces retake the lead at 36-35. No one from Seattle got back. Plum dribbled up, stopped from three, boom. And there's a takeaway by Candace Parker. Aces got numbers. It's 4-2 inside to Asia to the rack and good. And Parker with the assist. Wilson with the bucket. And the Aces on a little 7-0 run right now. 38-35. Horston has it at the top of the key. Nurse Magmore gives it to Lloyd. She's open for three. That's danger. Rimmed out. Halfway down. Long outlet pass from Wilson to Plum on the run. Kelsey Plum shakes, bakes, left hand. Whoa! Mercy. KP shaking it up there. 40-35. 1:45 to play. Crowd very enthused now. Aces putting on a clinic. It's all starting to transition. Magmore has it the top of the key. Shot clock winding down. Doikens has to fire for three. No good. Wilson commands a rebound. Nice two-hand rebound by Wilson. Outlet pass to Gray. Chelsea now with a left-hand dribble. Inside. Fires a pass to the corner. JY for three. Boom! Shaka-laka-laka boom! And the Aces are on fire! The Aces on a 12-0 run. It's 43-35. Timeout Seattle. And we'll keep it here. 1:17 to play. So Shaq impressed with that one there, huh? He's sitting courtside. He's enjoying that. And this is the Aces that we've been waiting to see all night tonight. Like we said, they started out on fire, jumped out to a 9-2 lead. And then they were kind of lulled to sleep. The turnover bug caught them. And the Aces doing a much better job of taking care of the basketball right now as they haven't had a turnover here in the last 3.5 minutes. So 1:17 to play here in the second quarter. So the Aces come out of the huddle off this 12-0 run, and Seattle now brings the ball up the court. 43-35. Looked like we're going to have a low-scoring first half here, but the Aces have turned it up a notch here in the last minute and a half. And Takia Nurse travels. So she got the ball at the top of the key, was looking for a cutting Jewel Lloyd. Jewel Lloyd came back for the ball. She shuffled the feet. Turnover, Seattle. So 1:07 to play here before halftime. And Gray needs some help. She's calling Jackie back here. I need some help. Pressure in the backcourt here. And now Gray gets it in. She gets it back from Young. Crosses the midcourt stripe. Gray at the top. Nurse on her. Gray surveying, looking. Still with the dribble. Bounce pass to Parker. Candace, nice little spin move. Rejected by Horston. She throws it out to Nurse. And Seattle's coming to transition, but the Aces do a good job of getting back on defense. Nurse, shot fake from three. Now kicks it over the corner. Horston dribble down the lane. Rejected by Parker with her call foul. Candace doesn't like that. And neither does the 8,000 in attendance here tonight. So that'll be free throws for the rookie, Jordan Horston from Tennessee. So how about that? Candace Parker, Tennessee graduate back in the day, except there's like a 14-year difference between those two players. Both went to Knoxville. First free throw is good by Horston. Second free throw on the way. That one good as well. And it's 43-37. 40 seconds to go. A little pressure in the backcourt, but the Aces break it as Jackie Young has it. Runs across midcourt. And Jackie gives it over to Gray. Gray has it, top of the key. Bounce pass inside to Asia. Good position. Asia gets fouled by, I think they're going to get Magmore on this one. And instead, they're going to give that to Doikich instead. So free throws for Wilson. So Asia going to the line for the third time tonight. She's 2 for 2. Asia having herself a nice game so far. 10 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist. Asia tries to add to that, and she does. Free throw is good. And we'll see if Seattle just settles for one shot. There's 28 seconds left here in the quarter. Second free throw by Wilson is good. Aces back up by 8, 45-37. Dojkic brings it up across the timeline. Jackie guards her. Next team foul by either team will result in free throws. Aces got to be careful here, not give away free throws here at the end. 10 seconds to go. 5 in the shot clock. It's Lloyd. Throws it to the corner, and we're going to get a charge as Lloyd got in midair, had no shot available, kicked it to the corner, and she runs over Kelsey Plum. So the Aces will get the last shot opportunity with 7 seconds left. They'll inbound in front of their own bench, so they've got about 84 feet to go. So Gray's going to inbound on the side. Substitution here. Sammy Whitcomb comes back in for Seattle. So Aces would like to get a bucket here right before halftime. 7.2 on the clock. And there's a streaking Plum. Gets it to midcourt. Plum trying to go down the lane. Scoop it up off the glass and good. And the Aces convert right before halftime. Whitcomb's going to launch a 3 count. If it goes, it does not. Chelsea Gray pumped up right here in front of us. Dished a dime to KP. KP put on the Jets. Race to the rim and score the bucket. The Aces have their largest lead of the night. They go into halftime leading by 10, 47-37. All right, we invite you to stick with us here at halftime. Our good friend, Ari, is back from vacation. Wonder if he remembers how to do an update back in the studio, but we'll have to listen to find out. Of course he does. So we got Ari with an update. We'll come back with stats and more at the Michelob Ultra Arena. It's Pride Night, and so far the Aces showing a lot of pride and a lot of fire, especially in that second quarter where they were fantastic. Aces lead by 10, 47-37 at halftime. You're listening to Aces basketball here on ESPN Las Vegas.
Your home for Aces basketball is ESPN Las Vegas. Steve Cofield and his company are nuts.
Got some guests in studio from our good friends over at Twin Peaks. We're sending a non-dad down there for Father's Day, Ari.
Yeah.
So I just want to make sure you know which one.
Yeah, I know who we're talking about.
So what are we looking at, like a 3? 3 out of 10?
What great hair, good beard.
He is very hairy.
Nice job.
He's a Philly 5. He's a Philly 5. He's from Philly. He's a Philly 5.
10 out of 10.
Oh,
10 out of
stop.
10.
It's Cofield and Company, weekdays on the afternoon drive.
Hello, Attorney Senator.
So there I was, deep in the heart of the jungle. You know, solving all the puzzles, doing my thing. Then I see it, the lost treasure of Simia. I grab it and hightail it out of there in my Nissan Rogue. Suddenly, arrows. Fire. Now, I know this may sound like an epic tale of adventure, but it's a Nissan sales event ad. The temple crumbles, boom, crash, but I'm too fast with my trusty VC turbo engine.
Get 0% financing for 36 months on select 2023 Nissan Rogue trims. Availability is limited. Shop your local Nissan store and nissanusa.com today. For well-qualified buyers, 0% APR financing for 36 months on new 2023 Rogue, excluding S-Trim and dealer stock. Example 36 months financing at $27.78 per month per thousand financed. Actual down payment may vary. Subject to residency restrictions and NMAC credit approval. Not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. N7523.
Here's to feeling that we belong and feeling part of something bigger. Here's to being there for each other and finding friends who become family. Here's to the talkers, the listeners, and the cooks. Absolutely the cooks. Here's to the ones we can't imagine not knowing. And here's to all the wonderful and powerful things that happen when we come together. Here's to us, all of us. To learn more, visit mychinet.com.
The growth at Rad Diversified has been incredible. My name's Dutch Mendenhall, CEO and co-founder at Rad Diversified. While the market continues to plummet, we continue to deliver incredible results for our investors through our diverse and lucrative portfolio of real estate and cash flowing investment. In less than 3 years, the value at Rad REIT has more than doubled. See what makes us rad at raddiversified.com today. That's RAD diversified.com.
Don't let the weather stop you from having fun out there. At Academy Sports and Outdoors, we carry all the best gear from the top brands, all at prices you'll love. And now shopping is more convenient than ever at academy.com and on the Academy app. Shop anytime, anywhere for our widest selection of colors, styles, and sizes. From grills to fitness, everything you need to have fun out there. Academy.com and on the Academy app.
Stay up to date on the Raiders, the Golden Knights, and UNLV athletics on the Press Box with Ed Graney and Tyler Bischoff. Weekday mornings at 7 on ESPN Las Vegas, 1100 AM and 100.9 FM. It's the Aces Radio Network Sports Update, brought to you by Finley Volkswagen Henderson.
Live from the ESPN Las Vegas studios, this is Finhouse Kibber. I'm here to provide you with this edition of the Aces Radio Network Sports Update. Your Vegas Golden Knights end the season as NHL champs, defeating the Florida Panthers by a score of 9-3 on Tuesday. The Vegas Golden Knights Championship Parade is set for Saturday, June 17th, beginning at 7 p.m. Their parade route heads down Las Vegas Boulevard, stretching from Flamingo Row to Tropicana Boulevard. It will conclude with a rally at Toshiba Plaza at 9 p.m. In other Vegas news, your Las Vegas Aviators are currently facing off against the Reno Aces at Las Vegas Ballpark. Currently in the top of the third, Las Vegas leads the Reno Aces by a score of 4-0. While the Aviators compete at Las Vegas Ballpark, their parent team, the Oakland Athletics, secured funding towards a $1.5 billion stadium in Las Vegas. Nevada Governor Joe Lombardo signed Bill SB 1, securing $380 million of taxpayer money towards funding the stadium. This leaves only the approval of Major League Baseball to finalize the first relocation of an MLB franchise in nearly 2 decades. While the A's secured a massive win on the relocation front, they couldn't secure a win on the field, falling to the Tampa Bay Rays by a score of 4-3. Now let's look around the rest of Major League Baseball to keep up with the scores. Currently, there are 4 games that are wrapped up. The Orioles defeating the Blue Jays by a score of 4-2. The Phillies defeating the Diamondbacks by a score of 5-4. The Tigers defeating the Twins by a score of 8-4. And the Rockies and Braves finishing with the Braves winning 8-3. The Angels and Rangers are currently in the bottom of the ninth by a score of 5-2. Angels lead. Pirates and Cubs final also today. The Cubs won by a score of 7-2. Bottom of the ninth, the Nationals lead the Astros 1-0. And at the top of the seventh, Guardians lead the Padres 7-6. And the White Sox lead the Dodgers 2-0 in the bottom of the third. Finally, let's check in around the WNBA as we look at the scores for tonight. In overtime, the Dream beat the Sun by a score of 92-88, and the Fever defeat the Sky by a score of 92-90. This has been your Aces Radio Network Sports Report. When we return, TC will wrap up the first half where the Aces lead the Seattle Storm by a score of 47-37. You're listening to the Aces Radio Network on ESPN Las Vegas.
The Las Vegas Aces, brought to you by Panda Law Firm on ESPN Las Vegas, 1100 AM and 100.9 FM, KWWN Las Vegas.
Las Vegas. At Wells Fargo, if you accidentally overdraw your account, we give you an extra day grace period to avoid the overdraft fee. What if everything came with an extra day?
Sunday night and I have the Sunday scaries.
Honey, don't be scared. Every weekend comes with an extra day now.
All right. TGI Sunday.
It helps to have an extra day. When it comes to overdrafts, you can with Wells Fargo.
Visit wellsfargo.com/getextra to learn more. Terms and conditions apply. Subject to timing requirements and the bank's funds availability policy. Wells Fargo Bank N.A. member FDIC.
Talk to Aaron Taylor. You want to sell it fast and get the most cash. Talk to Aaron Taylor,
the real estate guy.
Okay, Vegas, time to sell your house fast and get the most cash. The real estate market is heated up again, and here's your chance to take advantage. You get top dollar.
We buy all types of properties in 5 days or less. We give cash advances within 24 hours and do all repairs if needed to get you, the seller, the most money possible.
And for traditional sales, we have an amazing marketing team in our corner.
Call today and get an instant evaluation of your home.
Imagine selling your home with the #1 team in Nevada, getting top dollar and having an incredible experience. That's what you get with us, the real estate guys.
Our systems are exclusive to our team, and we have helped thousands of families over the last 28 years.
So call the real estate guys today. 702-310-6683. eXp Realty, license number 38886. Call for details.
Talk to Aaron Taylor,
the real estate guy.
Hi, I'm Ronnie, the tax lady. Do you or your business owe money to the IRS? If you do, I can really help. With new tax laws and special IRS relief programs that can save you thousands of dollars. Get protection from bank levies, wage garnishments, and liens. Go to RonnieTheTaxLady.com or call now and speak with the tax professional for free. 800-376-9998. That's 800-376-9998 or go to RonnieTheTaxLady.com.
Welcome back to the Aces Radio Network. It's the Halftime Report with stats, scores, and more. Presented by Panda Law Firm. Here's T.C. Martin.
Back here at the Michelob Ultra in the Mandalay Bay, it is halftime, and the Aces lead the Seattle Storm 47-37. Let's take a look at the halftime stats. The Aces in Storm got locked up in a very tight one early on. The Aces jumped out to a 9-2 lead, and then Seattle came back and took their first lead right after that. And it was back and forth. We had 6 lead changes at the end of the first period and early second quarter. And then the Aces went on a big 12-0 run to take command of this game, and then lead now at 47-37. Here at the half. Aces ended up shooting 56% from the field. They've connected on 19 of 34 shots thus far, and they're putting up three-pointers, connecting at a decent rate of 39%. They've hit 5 on 13 shots. Free throws, Aces have only been to the line 4 times, and only one player has gone there, and that's A'ja Wilson. She's a perfect 4 for 4 on the night. From a rebounding perspective, the Aces are getting what they want done on the boards, and Becky Hammond talked about this during the pregame show, saying we have been tapering off a little bit and been getting out rebounded in the last couple games, and no reason for that. Well, tonight they had a good size advantage for the most part over the Seattle Storm. At halftime, they have out rebounded the Storm 19-13. But the problem for the Aces in the first period, and the reason why they found themselves down, was because of the turnovers. The Aces have 8 turnovers, but they only had 1 turnover in the last 8 minutes of the second quarter. So the Aces have improved on that, and they started to play better defense and turn Seattle over as the Storm have 8 turnovers themselves. Looking at the individual scoring for the Aces, so far they've got 3 of their 5 starters in double figures. Jackie Young already has 13 points, A'ja Wilson with 12, Kelsey Plum with 10. Rounding out the first half scoring, Candace Parker with a deuce, Chelsea Gray with 4 points, and Alicia Clark came in with 2 big threes in her 11 minutes of play in the first half with 6 points. Aces have put 47 on the board and only 17 in the first quarter, but they responded with a 30 spot in quarter number 2. They outscored the Seattle Storm 30-20 in the second quarter. So far, so good. From a defensive standpoint, Seattle's shooting 41%. They've connected on 14 to 34 shots for the Aces, 4 for 13 from 3. That's 31%. But the Aces do have the advantage, like we mentioned, on the glass, both the offensive and defensive glass, against the Seattle Storm. So that is a good sign for the Aces. All right, we'll see if the Aces can continue and get that victory, make it 4-0 at home and 9-1 overall, the best record in the WNBA. And hopefully Becky Hammond will come up with those couple timeouts she took early on in the second quarter. Since then, the Aces have played some very good basketball. All right, we'll come back with the start of the second half. Again, the Aces lead the Storm 47-37. You're listening to Aces basketball here on ESPN Las Vegas.
This has been the Aces Halftime Report on ESPN Las Vegas, presented by West Star Credit Union. We'll head back to courtside with T.C. Martin after this.
If you own a small business,
Hey,
shoppers, this is your local farmer letting you know that Florida watermelon is in season and available in the produce section right now. Whoa. Hey, careful now. There's plenty of juicy watermelon and other tasty Florida-grown produce for everyone. I mean, all you have to do is ask for Fresh from Florida or look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo while you shop. We're going to need a lot more help at checkout.
All personal injury attorneys are not the same. Sure, we all claim to do the same things, but that's where the similarities between Lerner & Rowe and all other law firms end. Lerner & Rowe was recently named the second most influential law firm in the country, and we've collected billions of dollars for our clients, with over $1 billion in the last 5 years alone. If you want real results after you've been hurt in a car wreck, call Lerner & Rowe today.
Lerner & Rowe is the way to go. Call 877-1500.
Multi-state offices. Randy Westbrook, managing attorney.
Wells Fargo gives you access to direct deposit funds up to 2 days early.
Plus, if you look at the X and Y axis,
what if everything came 2 days early? Like the weekend.
Well, that was a pleasant surprise.
You can't get everything early, but when it comes to direct deposits, you can with Wells Fargo.
Visit wellsfargo.com/getearly to learn more. Terms and conditions apply. Not all direct deposits are eligible. Early availability is not guaranteed and may vary between deposits from the same payer. Wells Fargo Bank N.A., member FDIC.
Este año celebra Papá en Academy Sports and Outdoors. Obtén 20% de descuento en hieleras selectas y 20% de descuento en cañas y carretes selectos. Compra grandes marcas a los mejores precios. Las ofertas terminan el 19 de julio. Aplican exclusiones y restricciones. Visita academy.com/disclaimers para más detalles.
This is Kelsey Plum. You're listening to Las Vegas Aces basketball on ESPN Las Vegas.
Back here at the Michelob Ultra Arena here at the Mandalay Bay as we continue on here, and the Las Vegas Aces in control by 10, 47-37, but it wasn't that way most of the first half. The Aces just took command here in the final 2.5 minutes of this game. Don't forget, the Aces will close out this homestand on Sunday with a 6 p.m. game against the Minnesota Lynx. Get your tickets for Sunday's game or any of the games at access.com, AXS.com. So make sure that you do that and check out all of the Aces action on the website at LasVegasAces.com. 8 of the next, when we started this thing last Sunday, 8 of the next 9 games will be at home. We got a road game that is sandwiched in there, and we'll be on the road next week for a game on Wednesday in Phoenix. That'll actually be an afternoon game. It'll be Kids Day in Phoenix, so we'll have a 12:30 start there. And of course, you can hear all the games now on ESPN Las Vegas, home and away. And then we'll be back here for more home games. Then the Aces will have a 4-game homestand there. So get out here to the Michelob Ultra Arena. If you can't, we appreciate you joining us here on your home for Aces basketball, ESPN Las Vegas. Aces will start with the basketball here the second half, and Chelsea Gray brings it up. Aces going right to left on your radio dial with a 10-point lead, and the basketball. Gray fires over to Plum at the top of the key. Bounce pass inside to Asia. Asia draws contact. Count if it goes, it doesn't. And free throws for the MVP. And Wilson, who is 4 for 4 at the free throw line, will get back there for free throws attempted 5 and 6. We mentioned Asia with the 12 points in the first half. Also, 8 big rebounds for her. So, on her way to that double-double again. And Asia Wilson looking to score in double figures again for the 33rd consecutive game. And Asia misses her first free throw tonight. Second free throw is no good as well. So Asia 0 for 2 on that trip. No, you don't get pizza when the Aces miss 2 free throws. Only the opposition. I had to tell Mateo that. He's wanted more pizza. You already got pizza. Seattle missed 2 free throws. Visit our good friends at Slice, the Mandalay Bay Shops. Great pizza there. Ball is loose on the deck, and it's taken away by Asia. She outlet pass to Jackie. Seattle getting sloppy with that basketball in that last possession. Young has it at the top of the key. She backs it up. She'll run the point now. Asia gets to the left elbow. Looks for Jackie. Dip it inside. Asia's going to take it to the rack herself. tried to draw contact, wasn't going to get the benefit of the doubt that time. Shot missed. Magmabor comes down with the rebound and the dribble. Kicks it out to Dojkic for three. Long rebound. It's loose. It's on the ground, and we're going to get Wilson with the foul. So it was a long rebound, but there was no Aces or Storm by the basketball. It's kind of strange. Like both teams were heading down court. So Magmabor and Wilson going for it. Asia undercut her, so foul on Wilson. And that is Asia's first. Seattle inbounds. Dojkic has at the top of the key. Now dribbles to the right wing. To the top of the key. Back over to Horston. Horston tries to get inside to McNamara. Picked off by Wilson. Wilson, outlet pass to Gray. To Parker at the top of the key. Parker with a big smile on her face. Smiles at Young. Says, take the shot, Jackie. Jackie says, I will. Score the bucket for Jackie Young. And the Aces are up 13, their largest of the night. And there's a push-up by Jewel Lloyd. Just pushes Kelsey Plum aside in the throat. And pushed her off and got an easy deuce. 50-39. Becky Hammond is just really fired up with these officials, and she's having this conversation. Becky's close to getting the tee here, but can't say that I blame her. Jackie's open for three. Swish-a-roo for Jackie Young. So some bad defense there by the Storm, leaving Jackie wide open in the corner. And here's another whistle away from the ball. I think they're going to get Plum on one here. And Plum still felt that she got fouled at possession before. So KP gets the foul. Aces back up by 14 now, 53-39. 7:55 to play here in the third. Dojkic will inbound in front of the Aces bench. To the corner, to Lloyd. Lloyd has got 10. Lloyd fires up an air ball. Shot a 16-footer. It went 14. Parker now has it. Always with a smile on her face. Bounce pass to Asia. Asia at the high post. Asia wheels, deals, gets it inside to Candace, and Asia draws contact. So nice high-low action there. Candace came from the top of the key, slid down low while Asia was backing her opponents in, drew a double team. So Ace's ball on the side. It is the Storm's second team foul. Las Vegas also has two. And Parker will inbound in front of us. Parker slaps the ball, gives it inside to Gray, kicks it back out to Wilson. Wilson has it 23 feet away. Asia puts the ball on the deck, goes inside. Asia trying to make something happen. Asia follow-away jumper rejected by McNamara. To the ground, she's thrown, no call there. McNamara trying to go coast to coast, that kicks it in the corner. Jewel Lloyd's open for three. Front rim no good. Ball is tipped around and Gray says, I've got it. Gray now looking left. No, look right. Candace Parker down the lane, blows the layup. Oh, Candace wanted that assist, and the crowd wanted that bucket. Candace just maybe a little too casual there. And Dojkic comes down, and in the transition scores a bucket. As Dojkic goes down the lane, Aces didn't get back, and it's 53-41. 6:50 to play in the third. Jackie now sprints down the lane, stops, out to Gray for three. Front rim no good. And Russell comes down with a rebound for Seattle. Outlet pass to Lloyd. Lloyd, no look pass inside. Oh, Megawar travels, and we're going to get a foul and one. Shuffled her feet. None of the three officials caught that one, and Gray's going to get a blocking foul, and Magmagor will go get a free throw opportunity for a three-point play opportunity. Crowd didn't like that at all. Looked like they clearly missed a travel. McNamara cuts the Aces deficit to 9 with the three-point play. 53-44. Aces led by 14. It's down to 9. 6:30 to play in the third. Plum has it. Bounce pass to Asia. Asia inside to Candace. She wants it fired back to Jackie to Plum. All five Aces touched on this possession. Plum fires up a hook shot. No good, but Candace Parker comes down with a rebound and a putback. 55-44. So Candace on the board with her fourth point. Jewel Lloyd seals Plum again down low, gets to the rack. Score the bucket for Jewel Lloyd. Lloyd now with 12. Three Storm players with at least 12. Young has it at the top of the key, swings it back over to Gray. Gray, crossover, stop, fire, air ball. Tried an 18-footer, no good. Ball goes out of bounds, Seattle basketball. Plum still complaining to the officials. Thought she was fouled on that possession. Dojkic now has it. Plum guarding her. Plum still talking. Magbabor steps by Jackie. Jumper no good. Asia comes down with a rebound. Outlet pass to Young. Young to the right flank. Gets a pick from Parker. Jackie with the left-hand dribble. Floater. Beautifully done by Jackie Young. And that's a part of her game that she has added to her arsenal. And that's why Jackie Young is averaging 19 points per game, because of that move in the paint. And her very improved three-point shooting. Nurse has it. Backs down Chelsea Gray. Bodies banging down low. Back out to Lloyd for three. Jewel Lloyd scores it. 5:03 to play, and Becky Hammond wants a timeout, as once again the Seattle Storm cut the lead to 8. Like I said, midway through the third period, the Aces have an 8-point lead. Listen to Aces basketball here on ESPN Las Vegas.
Your home for Aces basketball is ESPN Las Vegas.
Running a
It's Macy's Father's Day sale. Take an extra 25% off great gifts for every dad with your coupon or Macy's card. Or shop Father's Day specials like 40 to 50% off classic styles from INC, Alfani, and more. 25 to 40% off activewear essentials from Adidas, Reebok, and more. And 40% off designer watches. Want more deals? Download the free Macy's app by saying, Alexa, open Macy's now. Savings off regular sale and clearance prices. Exclusions apply.
Wells Fargo lets you know where you stand with your FICO credit score. What if you knew where you stood with everything? Like your kids' friends.
Hey, boys. How do cows stay informed?
Dad, don't.
They read the Moo paper.
Mr. Otis, you're the funniest.
It's good to know where you stand. And when it comes to your FICO credit score, you can with a Wells Fargo account.
Visit wellsfargo.com/getfico to learn more. Terms and conditions apply. FICO is a registered trademark of Fair Isaac Corporation in the United States and other countries. Wells Fargo Bank N.A., member FDIC.
Don't let the weather stop you from having fun out there. At Academy Sports and Outdoors, we carry all the best gear from the top brands, all at prices you'll love. And now shopping is more convenient than ever at academy.com and on the Academy app. Shop anytime, anywhere for our widest selection of colors, styles, and sizes. From grills to fitness, everything you need to have fun out there. Academy.com and on the Academy app.
The growth at Rad Diversified has been incredible. My name is Dutch Mendenhall, CEO and co-founder at Rad Diversified. While the market continues to plummet, we continue to deliver incredible results for our investors through our diverse and lucrative portfolio of real estate and cash flowing investment. In less than 3 years, the value at Rad REIT has more than doubled. See what makes us rad at raddiversified.com today. That's RAD diversified.com.
It's Jeep 4x4 season. Make your next adventure epic and hurry in now for great deals. Now, while qualified returning FCA lessees get a low mileage lease on the 2023 Jeep Grand Cherokee El Laredo 4x4 for $329 a month for 24 months with $3,999 due at signing. Tax, title, license extra. No security deposit required. Call 1-888-925-JEEP for details. Requires dealer contribution on lease through Ally Financial. Current lease must end by 6/3/24. Extra charge for miles over 20,000. Residency restrictions apply. Take delivery by 5/31/23. Jeep is a registered trademark.
Catches, the base stealing, and of course the walk-off home runs. These are just some of the reasons we love baseball. And with ESPN's Sunday afternoon game of the week, we're all in luck as we can enjoy the national pastime on the radio as we work or play. So remember, these 100-degree days won't last forever. But while they're here, you can always listen to some baseball. So tune in most Sundays starting at 3, right here on ESPN Las Vegas, 1100 AM and 100.9 FM.
Hey, this is Becky Hammond, head coach of the Las Vegas Aces, and you're listening to Las Vegas Aces basketball on ESPN Las Vegas.
Aces up by 8. After the timeout, they have the basketball. Jackie Young gets a pass from Asia Wilson. Left wing jumper no good for Jackie. And the Seattle Storm come down with it, having a chance to cut deeper into this lead. Dojkic has the top of the key. Dojkic, the rookie from Croatia, has it on the right wing. And Alicia Clark checks in after that timeout. Put the defensive clamps on her or Jewel Lloyd. Nagbabor now has it, and she misses. Back rim no good. Clark comes down with the rebound. Outlet pass to Young. Jackie penetrates down the lane. There she goes again. Count the bucket. Becky Hammond wanted to end one there, but Jackie just muscled her way to the hoop and scored. The Aces back up by 10, 59-49. Dojkic passes the ball inside to Lloyd, and Lloyd is just really trying to manhandle Plum down low, and there is another foul on KP. So Plum now has 3, and Jewel Lloyd is just bigger and maybe a little stronger. KP is strong. There's no question about that. But, you know, hit her 5'9" frame, and Jewel Lloyd gets away from her again. Can't get the shot off as Clark comes over to help out. Nicely done by Alicia. Lloyd puts up the jumper. No good. Good defense by Clark. And Jackie comes down with a long rebound. Aces got number 3 on 2, and Jackie throws it away. Looking for Plum down the lane, but the Aces just a little bit too rushy there. So the turnover bug hit them again now after they played so well for the better part of that second quarter without turning over. Clark is putting pressure in the backcourt with Dojkic. Clark now backs off, and Dojkic walks it up. 10-point lead for the Aces, 3:50 to play in the third. Dojkic still with the dribble. Plum switches off on her now. Back over to Lloyd. Clark on her. Trying to slow her down. Follow-away jumper good. Jewel Lloyd, we told you, leads the WNBA in scoring at 25 a game. Really, I don't want to say the lone bright spot for Seattle. They've got other scorers, but she is the main one. Gray into the corner to Plum. Plum stops her dribble and shuffles her feet, but no, we're going to get a foul on Seattle. They're going to get a foul. That's going to be on d2ad. d2ad Mengadou. Pretty good. I had to look up the phonetic pronunciation. She just checked and commits a foul. Her first. Clark now dribbles the ball, and there is another foul on Mengiadu. I think that's the proper way to say it. Mengiadu. Asia will inbound. That's Seattle's 4th foul. The Aces have 14 fouls as well. So next foul results in free throws for the team. Asia gets the ball from Clark in the low block. Kicks it back to Jackie. Jackie penetrates down the lane. Rimmed out, no good. Ball is loose. Megbamore comes down with it. Seattle, long outlet pass for Sammy Whitcomb. She could nail that 3, but she missed that one. And Plum tracks it down in the far corner. Plum now brings it up across the timeline, directing traffic. Fires a pass to Chelsea Gray. Gray with a left-hand dribble. Scissors between the legs. Stop. Fire. How many times have we seen that? Chelsea Gray with her patented spot right there at the top of the key. 61-51. Dojkic now has the top of the key. Chelsea guards her. Back to McNamara. Cross-court pass to the top of the key. To Mengiadu. Mengiadu with the shot, no good. Clark with a rebound. Clark fires a one-handed baseball pass to Gray in midcourt. To Asia, back to the bucket. At the left, rather right elbow. Chelsea now has it. Looks for that shot. Kicks it to KP. Bounce pass to Gray. Gray surveying. Gray working. Shakes. Bakes. Tries to look for help. Instead, turnaround jumper, no good. How Chelsea got that up, I have no idea, between 3 defenders, but she missed it. 61-51. 1:55 to play in the third. Whitcomb to Dojkic, and Dojkic is fouled by Chelsea Gray. So that'll result in free throws for the Storm. And Dojkic will go to the line, the rookie from Croatia. Having herself a pretty good season. Ivana Dojkic averaging 8 points per game. So Gray will come out, Parker will enter. Dojkic at the line. First free throw, back rim, no good. So on the floor now is Parker, Young, Plum, Clark, and Wilson. Second free throw on the way for Dojkic. That one is good. 61-52 Las Vegas. Long outlet pass. Parker to Young. Jackie has on the left wing. Jackie looking inside. There she goes over her former teammate at Notre Dame, Jewel Lloyd, and scoring again for Jackie Young. That's the fourth time that we have seen her penetrate inside and just wait for contact, body up, and just be stronger. 63-52. Minute and a half to play. Third quarter. Whitcomb now has it on the left wing. Penetrates inside. Passes the ball out, and it's fumbled. Mingy Bayou turns it over. Long jumper by Young. Offensive rebound, Clark. To Plum in the left corner. Asia wants Plum to come inside. Set a seal for her. There it is. She gets it to Asia. Asia draws it over. Pump once, pump twice. Score the bucket for Asia Wilson. MVP putting on a clinic and down low. And timeout Seattle. 1:04 to play in the third. The Aces are back up 13. 65-52.
Your home for Aces basketball is ESPN Las Vegas. Last weekend, baseball's greatest rivalry took center stage in New York. But for this matchup, the venue moves a little north as the Boston Red Sox host the New York Yankees. Tune in Saturday starting at 3:30 on ESPN Las Vegas.
If you need to sell your house, Cookie wants to be a professional wrestler.
I'm Cookie Serratos and I'm 11 years old.
She also wants to win all the medals. That's why Cookie and her family make every day count, squeezing out her best with Go-Go Squeeze.
Okay, Cookie, let's break for a Go-Go Squeeze.
Go-Go Squeeze fruit on the go pouches are a nutritious snack made from 100% fruit with no sugar added.
Go, Cookie!
Because when you nurture your kids, you squeeze out the best in them. Squeeze out the best with Go-Go Squeeze. Not a low-calorie food. Products range from 11 to 13 grams of sugar and 60 to 70 calories per serving.
Let's get back to the hardwood with TC Martin on ESPN Las Vegas.
All right, Seattle takes the timeout with just over a minute to play here in the third. Find themselves down 13, and Dojkic brings the ball up the court. Aces tighten up the D right now. Asia on Horston now switches off on Lloyd. Lloyd gets free, shoots over Plum. Back rim no good, out of bounds. Aces ball. So Wilson will inbound. Plum will bring it up. See if the Aces get a 2-for-1 opportunity here in the final 40 seconds. Lobs it inside to Young, but it gets batted away by Dojkic, so the Aces will have it in the far corner. A little tough angle. So no one is taking the ball out of bounds here. Plum was there. Now she's come back to half court, and Jackie Young will inbound from the corner. Fires it to Plum. Plum comes back and gets it in the right corner. Pass it inside to Jackie. Jackie misses a bunny from the left side with her left hand. 29 seconds to go. Seattle has it. Ball goes to Horston. Horston tries to go over Parker, misses everything. Asia comes down with a rebound, outlet pass to Plum. Last shot of the quarter time for the Aces. 18 seconds to go. Clark has it. Inside to Parker. One-hand push pass to Jackie. Jackie's going to settle it up and get it back to Plum for one shot. 10 seconds to go. Shot clock turned off. Aces love to get a bucket here at the end. They've been very successful with this. We saw it right before halftime and the first quarter as well. And Plum draws contact, and she'll get free throws. So that's one way to score. Draw contact, get to the free throw line. So the Aces have an opportunity to go up by 15, which would be their largest lead of the night. So Plum, first free throws tonight. We have not seen her at the free throw line a lot this year. Plum was 91% up until last year, career-wise. She's a tremendous shooter, especially free throw shooter. First free throw good for KP. Second one on the way, good as well. Aces by 15 with 1 second to go. Ball is inbounded. Dojkic will hoist it, will not count. And we've come to the end of 3. 10 minutes to play here at the Michelob Ultra Arena. And it is all Aces right now with a 15-point cushion. It's Las Vegas 67, Seattle 52. You're listening to Aces basketball here on the Aces Radio Network.
Your home for Aces basketball is ESPN Las Vegas. Brought to you by Panda Law Firm.
Hi, I'm Ronnie, the tax lady.
At Wells Fargo, if you accidentally overdraw your account, we give you an extra day grace period to avoid the overdraft fee. What if everything came with an extra day?
Sunday night and I have the Sunday scaries.
Honey, don't be scared. Every weekend comes with an extra day now.
All right.
TGI Sunday.
It helps to have an extra day. When it comes to overdrafts, you can with Wells Fargo.
Visit wellsfargo.com/getextra to learn more. Terms and conditions apply, subject to timing requirements and the bank's funds availability policy. Wells Fargo Bank N.A., member FDIC.
Hey shoppers, this is your local farmer letting you know that Florida watermelon is in season and available in the produce section right now. Whoa! Hey, careful now. There's plenty of juicy watermelon and other tasty Florida-grown produce for everyone. I mean, all you have to do is ask for Fresh from Florida or look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo while you shop. We're going to need a lot more help at checkout.
It's Jeep 4x4 season. Make your next adventure epic and hurry in now for great deals. Now, while qualified returning FCA lessees get a low mileage lease on the 2023 Jeep Grand Cherokee El Laredo 4x4 for $329 a month for 24 months with $3,999 due at signing. Tax, title, license extra. No security deposit required. Call 1-888-925-JEEP for details. Requires dealer contribution, at least through Ally Financial. Current lease must end by 6/3/24. Extra charge for miles over 20,000. Residency restrictions apply. Take delivery by 5/31/23. Jeep is a registered trademark.
Life's better with an auto policy from American Family Insurance. No matter what dreams you're driving towards. That's because our expert agents will make you feel totally protected with the right auto coverage at the right price. You'll also save up to 23% when you bundle auto with home. American Family Insurance. Get a quote, find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Back to the action with TC Martin on ESPN Las Vegas.
Well, the Aces outscored the Storm 20-15 in the third and 30-20 in the second. So if we look at what the Aces have done since this game was tied at 17-all at the end of one, they've outscored the Seattle Storm 50-35. Therefore, you have the 15-point lead right now at 67-52. So Seattle will inbound the basketball, bring it up across half court to start. Quarter number 4, Aces are 10 minutes away from improving to 9-1, best record in the WNBA. There's a turnover. Candace Parker out in the passing lane, tips it over to Young. Young to Plum on the right flank. Here comes KP, dribbles inside, ball is swatted away. Good block by Horston. And Seattle comes away with the ball in transition. Whitcomb has it over to Yvonne Turner, who checks in the game. Turner with Young on her. Turner still has the ball. Drives down the baseline, kicks it over the corner. Horston by Plum, stop, pop, no good. And there's a nice rebound by Megan Russell at 6'6". Puts up the jumper, actually throws the pass to Whitcomb. Whitcomb puts up the jumper. She misses and Plum comes down with that. Here comes KP. Crosses the timeline to Young. Young has it at the top of the key. Jackie now gets a staggered screen from Kayla George, who just checked in. And KP puts it in. There you go. Jumper from 20. 70-52. So three-pointer there. And Jackie Young leads all scorers with 28 points. Alicia Clark gets her hands on the ball. Ball is loose, tipped out of bounds. It'll be Aces basketball. Alicia Clark showing those great hands defensively. Swatted it away and went off the hands of Horston. So Gray will check back in. So on the floor now for the Aces, you have Kayla George, who checked in the last time out, along with Candace Parker, and Kirsten Bell also, with Chelsea Gray and Alicia Clark. So Plum and Young to the bench, and here we go. There's a long jumper by Bell. She misses. Ball in the hands of Magnamore. She dribbled up herself. 3-on-3 of the numbers here. Magnamore goes up, under, over Kristen Bell and scores the bucket. Very nicely done by Ezzie Magnamore. 70-54. Gray gives it to George. George hands it back off to Gray. Gray lobs the pass deep for Bell. Bell goes inside to George. Back to the basket. And there's going to be an offensive foul here, it looks like. And that's going to be on Alicia Clark. So Alicia was on the other side of the court. Official saying that she tried to clear out there. Foul goes to Clark. Seattle with the basketball. Turner has the top of the key. Over to Whitcomb. Whitcomb now down the lane. Kicks it back out to a wide open Megbabor. Front rim no good. Ball is loose into the hands. Tipped by Clark to herself. Outlet pass to Gray. Gray inside to Asia. Back to the basket. Gives it to Chelsea. Chelsea now penetrates down the lane. We're going to get a hand check foul there. And that will be against Yvonne Turner for Seattle. So Clark will inbound in front of the Aces bench. Fires it into Gray. Gray has it at the top of the key. Kayla George has it. Gonna fire a long three. Front rim no good. Asia comes down with a rebound. Nicely done. Falls to the ground. Kicks it to Clark to the wing. Back to Gray at the top. Gets a pick from George. Gray says, now clear out. Let me go at it. Over Yvonne Turner. Gray misses. This is short off the front rim. Lloyd comes down with it for Seattle. Jewel Lloyd behind the back dribble. Gray on her. Pass is inside. Taken away by Clark. Outlet pass to Gray. No look pass to Kirsten Bell. Bell now down the lane. Finger roll. Good. Kirsten Bell passed it for three. 2 dribbles to the hoop. Score the bucket. Timeout Seattle. 6:56 remaining in the game, and the Aces blowing out the Storm 72-54.
Your home for Aces basketball is ESPN Las Vegas. Brought to you by West Star Credit Union.
Las Vegas. It's Macy's Father's Day sale. Take an extra 25% off great gifts for every dad with your coupon or Macy's card. Or shop Father's Day specials like 40 to 50% off classic styles from INC, Alfani, and more. 25 to 40% off activewear essentials from Adidas, Reebok, and more. And 40% off designer watches. Want more deals? Download the free Macy's app by saying, Alexa, open Macy's now. Savings off regular sale and clearance prices. Exclusions apply.
All personal injury attorneys are not the same. Sure, we all claim to do the same things, but that's where the similarities between Lerner & Rowe and all other law firms end. Lerner & Rowe was recently named the second most influential law firm in the country, and we've collected billions of dollars for our clients, with over $1 billion in the last 5 years alone. If you want real results after you've been hurt in a car wreck, call Lerner & Rowe today.
Lerner & Rowe is the way to go. Call 877-1500.
Multi-state offices. Randy Westbrook, managing attorney.
The growth at Rad Diversified has been incredible. My name's Dutch Mendenhall, CEO and co-founder at Rad Diversified. While the market continues to plummet, we continue to deliver incredible results for our investors through our diverse and lucrative portfolio of real estate and cash flowing investment. In less than 3 years, the value at Rad REIT has more than doubled. See what makes us rad at raddiversified.com today. That's RAD diversified.com.
Wells Fargo lets you know where you stand with your FICO credit score. What if you knew where you stood with everything? Like your kids' friends.
Hey, boys. How do cows stay informed?
Dad, don't.
They read the Moo paper.
Mr. Otis, you're the funniest.
It's good to know where you stand. And when it comes to your FICO credit score, you can with a Wells Fargo account.
Visit wellsfargo.com/getfico to learn more. Terms and conditions apply. FICO is a registered trademark of Fair Isaac Corporation in the United States and other countries. Wells Fargo Bank N.A., member FDIC.
Stay up to date on the Raiders, the Golden Knights, and UNLV Athletics on the Press Box with Ed Grady and Tyler Bischoff. Weekday mornings at 7 on ESPN Las Vegas, 1100 AM and 100.9 FM.
Hi, this is Natalie Williams, and you're listening to Las Vegas Aces basketball on ESPN Las Vegas.
Aces rolling in this one. They have now built up a 18-point lead. Some interesting people right now as the point spread was 18. 72-54, 6:45 remaining here. Megbabor has it, stops, fires, that's short, and Bell comes down with the rebound. Kristen Bell is asserting herself at both ends, offensively and defensively now. To George at the top of the key, to Gray. Bounce pass to Wilson. Wilson top of the key, and we got a whistle away from the ball. And that's going to be a foul on Kia Nursing. She's in some pain here. So that is the second team foul for Seattle. Aces have not committed one here in the first 3.5 minutes of the fourth period. Alicia Clark will inbound on the floor for the Aces. You got Clark, Bell, Gray, Wilson, and George. Gray now has it. Looks for Kayla to the corner. Bell likes that three. Boom! Ring it up! Kirsten Bell shining here. Ring the bell for Kirsten. 75-54 Aces with their largest lead of the night at 21. Lloyd has it. Following jumper over Gray. Back rim no good. Clark comes down with a rebound. Alicia having herself a great game tonight. That's her sixth rebound. To Asia. To George. To Gray at the top. Gray, crossover dribble inside to Kayla. Dishes a dive with the left hand for Kayla George. Welcome to the Aces, Kayla George from Australia. Beautiful pass by Chelsea. 77-54. 23 is the lead. Long shot by Whitcomb. In and out, no good. Wilson rebound. Outlet pass to Chelsea. She's looking left. She's looking right. The Magician wants to do something here. It's like a yo-yo with her. The ball. What's she doing? Bounce pass to Kirsten Bell. Line up another three. Ripped out. That thing was halfway down. Dojkic now has it. Pass inside to make the board. And she scores the bucket. 77-56. 5 minutes to play in the game. We'll see if Becky Hammond is going to clear out the rest of her bench. But no, KP's going to come back in. Give her some more minutes. And there is a Chelsea Gray dribbles just nonchalantly down the baseline. Looking left, looking right, reverse layup. I'll take the bucket. The Magician at work again. 79-56. McMcGore has it at the top of the key. Looking for Lloyd. Lloyd has it near midcourt. Shot clock down to 7. Lloyd draws a double team, passes inside to McMcGore. They're fighting the clock. Dojkic has it at 2, at 1. Shot clock violation. Great defense by the Aces. Asia wasn't pounding her hands in approval. Candace Parker comes back in. Kelsey Plum comes back in. Bell and Clark leave. Asia will exit as well, too. Actually, Bell's going to stay on the floor. So on the floor, you got George, Plum, Parker, and Gray. Plum now has the top of the key. Looking for that three. Gives it over to Bell. Back to Plum. KP looking to go inside. Over to Parker. Hand off to Gray. 8 in the shot clock. Chelsea bounce pass inside to Candace. And there's a whistle. As Candace gets fouled in the low block. That's Seattle's third foul. No free throws there. Kia Nerf's going to check back in for Seattle, so she seems okay. She had to exit because of an injury there just about a minute and a half ago. Sammy Whitcomb exits. Kirsten Bell inbounding for the Aces. To Gray. Gets a pick from George. Chelsea. No look behind the back pass. Oh, hello. What you going to do when Chelsea Gray runs wild on you? Spectacular no-look pass. And the conversion by Bell. We go down to the other end, and Seattle is going to get a three-point play opportunity. The crowd's still buzzing of the move by Chelsea Gray. So McNamara will go to the free throw line. And the foul there is on Chelsea Gray. That's her fourth. Gray dishing dimes there with her 8 assists, and free throws good. By McNamara, it's 81-59. 22-point lead. 3:50 to play in the game. Gray has it again. She's just having fun. Kicks it to Bell. Another three. Boom goes Bell. 84-59. Kirsten Bell working on a career high. She's got 10 right now. The second-year player. Very limited minutes. You know, she's been earning more and more minutes. Had a great training camp. And with Raquana Williams still being out, so Bell's getting minutes. She's delivering. So McNamara will go back to the free throw line. And there is a foul there. That was on Candace Parker, her third. McNamara misses the free throw. Sydney Colson going to get on the floor now. She checks in. Crowd favorite, team favorite, Chelsea Gray. Exits and Colson in. So free throw is good, 84-60. There's KP, scoring the bucket for KP. 86-60. And there's a shot by Whitcomb. Rather, Dojkic, I should say. That's missed, but an offensive rebound by Seattle. Melbourne nearly turns it over, throws it to the corner. Dojkic has it, works on Bell. 3 on the shot clock, scored the bucket there. 86-62, 2:50 to play. And we have a whistle away from the ball. And that will be a foul on Seattle. That'll be on Mecklenburg, and we got a timeout. Timeout on the floor, 2:47 to play, and the Aces in total control, leading 86-62.
Your home for Aces basketball is ESPN Las Vegas.
If you need to sell your house.
So there I was, deep in the heart of the jungle. You know, solving all the puzzles, doing my thing. Then I see it, the lost treasure of Simia. I grab it and hightail it out of there in my Nissan Rogue. Suddenly, arrows. Fire. Now, I know this may sound like an epic tale of adventure, but it's a Nissan sales event ad. The temple crumbles, boom, crash, but I'm too fast with my trusty VC turbo engine.
Get 0% financing for 36 months on select 2023 Nissan Rogue trims. Availability is limited. Shop your local Nissan store and nissanusa.com today. For well-qualified buyers, 0% APR financing for 36 months on new 2023 Rogue, excluding S-trim and dealer stock. Example, 36 months financing at $27.78 per month per thousand financed. Actual down payment may vary. Subject to residency restrictions and NMAC credit approval. Not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. N7523. Wells Fargo gives you access to direct deposit funds up to 2 days early.
Plus, if you look at the X and Y axis,
what if everything came 2 days early? Like the weekend.
Well, that was a pleasant surprise.
You can't get everything early, but when it comes to direct deposits, you can with Wells Fargo.
Visit wellsfargo.com/get-early to learn more. Terms and conditions apply. Not all direct deposits are eligible. Early availability is not guaranteed and may vary between deposits from the same payer. Wells Fargo Bank N.A., member FDIC.
Meet Cattleman's Barbecue Sauces, the barbecue sauce built for your back of house, not your backyard. Trusted by pit masters, our regional American barbecue flavors help you deliver delicious dishes every time. They're true professionals when it comes to performance. Think ultimate coverage and cling with no starches or fillers. However you choose to use or customize for your kitchen's needs, we've got your back of house.
It's Macy's Father's Day sale. Take an extra 25% off great gifts for every dad with your coupon or Macy's card. Or shop Father's Day specials like 40 to 50% off classic styles from INC, Alfani, and more. 25 to 40% off activewear essentials from Adidas, Reebok, and more. And 40% off designer watches. Want more deals? Download the free Macy's app by saying, Alexa, open Macy's now. Savings off regular sale and clearance prices. Exclusions apply.
Let's get back to the action with TC Martin on ESPN Las Vegas.
After the timeout, the Aces get the ball, plumb down the lane, score the bucket. 88-62. Aces leading by 26, largest of the night. We saw the Aces have a 29-point lead on a couple of occasions on Sunday, but ended up giving a lot of it back in the fourth quarter, winning by 13. There's a block shot by Kayla George. And the Aces now have it in transition. Seattle gets back. 5-on-5. Plum for 3. Count it, KP for a triple. 91-62. There's that 29-point margin we're talking about. We saw on Sunday. Seattle's cleared the bench now. All subs on there except for Kia Nurse right now. Less than 2 minutes to play here. 1:55 to go. And there's a ball swatted away by Sydney Colson. George battles down low. Plum comes away with the ball, but they're going to get a foul on Kayla George. There's a long shot that draws nothing but air by Joyner Holmes, the one-time Las Vegas ace. And KP now has it on the right wing. KP penetrates inside, wants a little bit more, and nearly turns it over. But Candace Parker's going to try a three. Candace Parker for a triple, and the Aces continue to shine from three. They have now connected on 12 three-pointers tonight. 94-62. Minute 13 to play. Holmes has it. Back to the basket. Ball tipped away by Bell, but it goes off the hands of Garantes, who checks in the last timeout for Seattle. And Parker will now inbound. Becky Hammond's going to try a couple different things. Yelling out a little new set for KP. KP loses the ball. Tried to drive inside, and Seattle has it in transition. Melbourne has it. Going over to the corner, and there's a wild shot by Aurelia Garantes. And Garantes gets fouled, and she'll get 2 free throws. Garantes in her second season for Rutgers. 51 seconds to go. And this one all but over. 94-62, Aces. First free throw by Garantes, no good. We invite you to stay tuned for the post-game show. The MVP, Asia Wilson, will be joining us. So hang tight for that after the game. Plus, we give you stats, highlights, and there's plenty of them tonight. Parker has the top of the key for the Aces. Parker looking for Bell. Bell says, I want some more. She's got some more. Turnaround jumper from 18 from Kirsten Bell, and she's got 12. Kirsten Bell had one of these games last year like this, and it was fantastic. Melbourne has it, penetrates inside. Ball is taken away by Bell. Bounce pass to Plum. Plum looks for help. 23 seconds to go, and Becky's saying, let's just chill. 17 left in the game, 13 on the shot clock, so the Aces will take the shot clock violation. Fans on their feet. Standing ovation. Pride night. And the Aces showing lots of pride tonight. Shot clock expires, and Seattle inbound with 3.9 seconds left on the clock. And this one is about over. Tremendous performance by the Aces, outscoring the Seattle Storm in the second, third, and fourth periods. And the Aces win 96-63. The team averaging 91 points per game. Well, you can send that average up a little bit more after a 96-point outing. And the Aces scored 17 in the first period. End up with 96 in this game. So over the last 3 quarters, the Aces score 79 points in 3 quarters. Tremendous showing by the Aces. All right, we invite you to hang with us for the post-game show. Like I said, Asia Wilson scheduled to join us. And everyone wants some pictures with Shaquille O'Neal as he's standing around here tonight watching the game. So cool to see Shaq in the house here tonight. But I don't know if he brought us any big chicken. We could use some big chicken from Shaq. Impressive performance by the Las Vegas Aces here tonight as they defeat the Seattle Storm 96-63, and the Aces now improve to 9-1. Aces throwing out the T-shirts to the crowd here. in making their final rounds here tonight. When we look at that box score tonight, you're going to see a lot of points distributed pretty equally, even though Jackie Young's going to come out of here with 28 points. And Jackie just had an explosion tonight from the second and the third quarter. But when it was all said and done, Aces do a fantastic job at both ends of the floor. We always talk about the offense, but we talk about the defense as well, too. All right, Asia Wilson getting ready to join us here. Like I said, hang tight. We've got final stats and more. And here comes the MVP, Asia Wilson, with another impressive performance here tonight. Asia checks in with 14 points and 12 rebounds tonight. Asia, what do you got to say about tonight's game? As you
said 12 rebounds?
Yeah, you got 12.
Hell yeah!
That's what I'm talking about. I think Shaq approves.
Yeah, no, for sure. It was a good night. We came out a little sluggish, but we got the job done, and that's really what it's all about. Becky was getting on me for my rebounds, so I'm glad that I was able to get those today. There was stuff still out there that I needed to get, but no, this was a good win for us.
You know, it's funny you bring that up because Becky and I were talking in the pregame show, and she was saying, you know, we haven't been great on the boards the last couple games.
Yeah.
We need to pay a little bit closer attention, especially on the offensive glass. And then tonight you guys out-rebounded them. And, again, you know, you coming with a double-double and 12 boards, very, very impressive. And I love to see you get excited about the boards.
Yes, no, there's something that we need to focus on. That's how we win our games, is dominating on the board. So I'm glad we were able to do that.
All right. Talk a little bit about what we saw from others tonight. Talk about Kirsten Bell.
Yeah.
I mean, you know how hard that she's worked. This is her second year in the league. We know that she had a fantastic training camp.
Yeah.
But now she's getting more and more minutes, and she's shining.
For sure. Like, she's earned her way. She's earned her place and role on this team, and she's coming out and showing that every single time she steps foot on the court. I try to tell her just to be ready when her name is called, and she's doing that. I mean, Kayla gave us great numbers tonight, so it was great to just have that opportunity to see them shine.
All right, first period, you guys are tied at 17.
Yeah.
You got off to that quick start. The turnover bug happened.
Yeah.
What was said by Becky or within you guys that really turned around? Because you scored 79 points in the second, third, and fourth quarter. So talk about the turnaround.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing Becky was telling us is stop turning the ball over. We have full control of that, at least not live ball turnovers. So we just capitalized on that, and we made it work.
All right. Congratulations on the victory.
Thank you.
We'll do it again on Sunday.
That's what the game plan is.
There it is. Asia Wilson, the MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, 14 points, 12 rebounds tonight, doing her thing like she always does. Fantastic performance by Asia and the entire Aces team. When we come back, we'll let you hear it all again. We'll do the highlights. 96-63, the final score here inside the Michelob Ultra Arena. Pride Night. Aces showing a lot of it here tonight, and the crowd going home happy again. The Aces improved to 4-0 on the home floor and 9-1 overall. We're back with the highlights, the final stats, and more. You're listening to Aces Basketball here on the Aces Radio Network.
It's Aces Basketball on ESPN Las Vegas. Brought to you by Finley Volkswagen Henderson.
Understanding the
It's Jeep 4x4 season. Make your next adventure epic and hurry in now for great deals. Now, while qualified returning FCA lessees get a low mileage lease on the 2023 Jeep Grand Cherokee El Laredo 4x4 for $329 a month for 24 months with $3,999 due at signing. Tax, title, license extra. No security deposit required. Call 1-888-925-JEEP for details. Requires dealer contribution at lease through Ally Financial. Current lease must end by 6/3/24. Extra charge for miles over 20,000. Residency restrictions apply. Take delivery by 5/31/23. Jeep is a registered trademark.
Wells Fargo gives you access to direct deposit funds up to 2 days early.
Plus, if you look at the X and Y axis,
What if everything came 2 days early? Like the weekend.
Well, that was a pleasant surprise.
You can't get everything early, but when it comes to direct deposits, you can with Wells Fargo.
Visit wellsfargo.com/getearly to learn more. Terms and conditions apply. Not all direct deposits are eligible. Early availability is not guaranteed and may vary between deposits from the same payer. Wells Fargo Bank N.A., member FDIC.
We all know it's important to buy local and support local farmers. But how do you know you're buying local? Look for this Fresh from Florida logo. No one can see that on the radio, but this is streaming radio. If you're listening behind 27 windows or tabs, click on your streaming app. We'll wait a second. That's it. The warm sun, green farmlands, and blue waters of Florida. Now take a screenshot and use it to remind you to buy fresh from Florida. Learn more at followfreshfromflorida.com.
It's Macy's Father's Day sale. Take an extra 25% off great gifts for every dad with your coupon or Macy's card. Or shop Father's Day specials like 40 to 50% off classic styles from INC, Alfani, and more. 25 to 40% off activewear essentials from Adidas, Reebok, and more. And 40% off designer watches. Want more deals? Download the free Macy's app by saying, Alexa, open Macy's now. Savings off regular sale and clearance prices. Exclusions apply.
The growth at Rad Diversified has been incredible. My name's Dutch Mendenhall, CEO and co-founder at Rad Diversified. While the market continues to plummet, we continue to deliver incredible results for our investors through our diverse and lucrative portfolio of real estate and cash flowing investment. In less than 3 years, the value at Rad REIT has more than doubled. See what makes us rad at raddiversified.com today. That's RAD diversified.com.
This is brought to you by West Star Credit Union on ESPN Las Vegas, 1100 AM and 100.9 FM, KWWN Las Vegas.
Welcome to the Las Vegas Aces post-game show on ESPN Las Vegas. Brought to you by Panda Law Firm. Here's TC Martin with tonight's highlights, analysis, and wrap-up.
Welcome back to the Michelob Ultra Arena inside the Mandalay Bay, and we close things out tonight with another resounding victory by the home team. The Las Vegas Aces, the defending champs, they defeat the Seattle Storm 96-63 in a game that was close for the first 10 minutes, actually even a little bit longer than that. And the Aces turned it up a notch as they came close to halftime. But let's take you back to the highlights and tell you how it unfolded here tonight. So the Aces got out on top early on. They built a 9-2 lead, thanks a lot to the magician, Chelsea Gray. Rejected by Wilson. Comes down with a rebound as well. Here comes Chelsea. Here comes Gray. She shakes, she bakes, she goes with a glass and good. Chelsea Gray. Chelsea Gray doing her thing early and often as she does. And the crowd, great crowd here on hand tonight, celebrating Pride Night. And the Aces showed out tonight big time as well. But in the first quarter, the game was 17-all as the Aces were struggling. They had the turnover bug. The Aces actually had 8 turnovers through the first 13 minutes of play. They finally got things untracked in the second quarter, and it was the MVP settling them down. Wilson rebound. Gray now has it. Crosses midcourt to Asia at the top. Asia surveying the situation, gives it to Plum. Plum, nice bounce pass inside to Asia and good. Assist Plum. Wilson with a smile and a bucket. And that's when the Aces really started putting things together as Kelsey Plum and Asia Wilson on the page there. And Plum playing a little point guard there and dishing off to Asia Wilson. Continuing on in the second quarter where the Aces outscored the Storm 30-20. Candace Parker, she lit it up. And there's a takeaway by Candace Parker. Aces got numbers. It's 4-on-2 inside to Asia to the rack and good. And Parker with the assist. Wilson with the bucket. And the Aces on a little 7-0 run right now. 38-35. And when we talk about Candace Parker joining the Aces, she had said, I just want to know where Asia wants the ball, where I can get Jackie the ball. She goes, I got no problem being that distributor, and I don't have to be the scorer like she was in Chicago, like she was with the LA Sparks. And slowly but surely, you're seeing Candace Parker really fit in here. She's not scoring a bunch of points, but just her presence on the floor really means a lot to the Aces, and you heard it there. We go back to the highlights, and right before halftime, the Aces got it going into the half. Courtesy of KP. And there's a streaking Plum, gets it to midcourt. Plum trying to go down the lane, scoop it up off the glass and good. And the Aces convert right before halftime. Right before halftime, the Aces took a lead by 10. They actually led 47-37 at halftime, and they seem to be in control. Third quarter started off a little bit slow for the Aces, and then they start putting the pedal to the metal because the MVP went to work. Asia draws a double team. Pump once, pump twice, score the bucket for Asia Wilson. MVP putting on a clinic and down low, and timeout Seattle. That's right. The Aces went up by double digits and started to cruise from that moment on. And then we got the reserves got into the act a little bit. Kirsten Bell, who is in her second season from Florida Gulf Coast, is starting to see increased minutes. She came in tonight with a pure focus, and she's finally looking comfortable on the floor, dishing, distributing, rebounding, and shooting. Outlet pass to Gray. No look pass to Kirsten Bell. Bell now down the lane. Finger roll. Good. Kirsten Bell passed it for three. 2 dribbles to the hoop. Score the bucket. Timeout Seattle. Kirsten Bell had an impressive night tonight. 12 points. I think 1 point from her career high that she achieved last night, but 12 points in 12 minutes for Kirsten Bell. Very nicely done. But it all starts with Chelsea Gray, like we talked with Becky Hammond in the pregame show. That point guard, that coach, that leader on the floor, Chelsea Gray, the magician, doing her thing. And there is a Chelsea Gray dribbles just nonchalantly down the baseline, looking left, looking right, reverse layup. I'll take the bucket. To Gray, gets a pick from George. Chelsea, no look behind the back pass. Oh, hello! What you gonna do when Chelsea Gray runs wild on you? Spectacular no look pass and the conversion by Bell. There it is. Beautiful passing by Chelsea Gray, the finest point guard in the league, doing it at all ends, not only offensively, but doing it defensively as well. Chelsea had 12 points tonight, and again, dishing dimes as she normally does. Another fantastic game for Chelsea Gray as she had 9 assists. All right, we round out the scoring tonight in the fourth quarter. Candace Parker lighting it up from distance. KP penetrates inside, wants a little bit more, and nearly turns it over. But Candace Parker's going to try a three. Candace Parker for a triple, and the Aces continue to shine from three. They have now connected on 12 three-pointers tonight. That's right, 12 three-pointers for the Aces. They end up shooting 46% from beyond the three-point arc. 12 for 26. The real story for the Aces was what transpired there in that second, third quarter, and even the beginning of the fourth quarter, where the Aces outscored the Storm 79-46 during the final three quarters. 30-20 in the second, 20-15 in the third, and then they explode in the fourth, 29-11, and the defensive clamps really came out, and I think that's what Becky Hammond was very pleased about as well, too. She always talks about not letting this team get complacent. It doesn't matter the situation. It doesn't matter the opponent. And the Aces definitely put together a strong 40 minutes tonight. Even though that first quarter, they only had 17 points. They went to the second period tied 17 all, and they let Seattle hang around. But then the Aces showed who the defending champions are and took care of business with a resounding 96-63 victory. Looking at the individual scoring, we didn't hear in the highlights there, Jackie Young. But Jackie Young was 12 for 18, and most of her buckets came by the variety of going down the lane, bodying up, getting contact, and getting to the glass. And Jackie Young also had 4 3-pointers tonight. So it was probably the quietest 28 points that we have ever seen or heard. But Jackie Young, 12 for 18 from the floor, 28 points, a spectacular performance. And Jackie Young, the leading scorer here with the Aces so far this season. And, Jackie was averaging over 20. It dipped down to 19. She had those 2 games where she was injured, but that ankle looks like it's totally fantastic right now. But Jackie Young shooting 60% from the floor, 46% from three-point range, and tonight she ends up with 28 points and now leading the Aces in scoring at 20 points per contest, just slightly above Asia Wilson's 20 points per contest. Rounding out the rest of the scoring for the Aces, we talked about Asia Wilson, joined us on the post-game show, 14 points and 12 rebounds, 11 of those on the defensive end. Asia also dished out an assist and had 2 steals tonight as well, too. Rounding out the double-digit scoring for the Aces, Kelsey Plum with 19 tonight. She was fantastic and also had 4 assists. Candace Parker with 7, Chelsea Gray with 8, Alicia Clark with 6 with 2 big threes there. And we mentioned Kirsten Bell off the bench with 12 points. And then Kayla George got a deuce as well. There's your 96 points for the Las Vegas Aces. On the other side for the Seattle Storm, they were led by Jewel Lloyd. Actually, they were not. Jewel Lloyd actually had 17 points. Ivana Dokic with 16, but the leading scorer for the Storm tonight was Ezi Megawar with 23 points. But the Aces did a very good job of holding the Seattle Storm to only 38% shooting, 24-64 for the Storm, 5 for 23 from 3, only 22%. And the Aces really got the job done tonight at the defensive end. All right, we say goodnight here from the Michelob Ultra Arena inside the Mandalay Bay. Our thanks to our staff here with the Aces and, of course, the crew here at the Michelob Ultra Arena in the Mandalay Bay and the MGM properties as well. And, of course, my man Ari, back from vacation. We missed you, brother. So glad to have you back. Appreciate all the work that you do. And, of course, my main man, Mateo, taking care of business here on site as well. We will be back at it again with the Aces taking on the Minnesota Lynx on Sunday. 6 p.m. is tip-off. Get out here. Enjoy the show here. And if you can't get out here, then listen to us here on ESPN Las Vegas, your home for Aces basketball. All the games here in the 2023 season, home and away. Tickets on sale now at access.com. Get your tickets at access.com. And, of course, for your game schedules and all Aces info, go to LasVegasAces.com. TC Martin saying so long from the Michelob Ultra Arena inside the Mandalay Bay. We will reconvene on Sunday at 5:30 p.m. for the pregame show with Becky Hammond and Chelsea Gray will join me. And then, of course, the tip-off at 6 p.m. And then the Aces settle into a little brief 3-game homestand, go on the road, middle of the week to Phoenix. Then we'll be back here next weekend. Have yourself a good one. Enjoy the rest of the evening and your weekend as well, too. Shout out, of course, to our Vegas Golden Knights, who will be celebrating their Stanley Cup championship with the parade on Las Vegas Boulevard up on Saturday night. So if you're going to the parade, you're out and about, be very careful out there, enjoy. And we know a thing or two about parades, don't we? That's right, because the Aces had their parade, the first professional team here in Las Vegas to hoist the championship and have the parade. So how about that? The Aces and the Knights having parades 9 months apart. You got to love that. Enjoy. We will talk to you on Sunday for your home for Aces basketball here on ESPN Las Vegas.
Thank you for listening to Las Vegas Aces basketball on ESPN Las Vegas. Brought to you by Finley Volkswagen Henderson, Westar Credit Union, and Panda Law Firm. On your home for Aces basketball all season long, ESPN Las Vegas. Yes.
Game time. Buzzer beater. Got the fans jumping in the bleachers. Ladies.
Considering selling your home?
It's Ram season, which means it's time to serve with Ram 1500, Ram 3500, and Ram TRX. Hurry in now for great deals on the trucks that are built to serve. Right now during Ram season, get 10% below MSRP on the purchase of a 2023 Ram 1500 Laramie. Not compatible with lease offers or with any other consumer incentive offers. Contact dealer for details. Take retail delivery by 5/31/23. All personal injury attorneys are not the same. Sure, we all claim to do the same things, but that's where the similarities between Lerner & Rowe and all other law firms end. Lerner & Rowe was recently named the second most influential law firm in the country, and we've collected billions of dollars for our clients, with over $1 billion in the last 5 years alone. If you want real results after you've been hurt in a car wreck, call Lerner & Rowe today.
Lerner & Rowe is the way to go. Call 877-1500.
Multi-state offices. Randy Westbrook, managing attorney.
Are you tired of being just a number at your bank? Then it's time to switch to Westar Credit Union, where you're more than just a customer. You're a valued member. With lower fees, higher interest rates on deposit products, and a wide range of financial products and services, Westar Credit Union is the smart choice for your money. Plus, as a member, you'll have a say in how we operate and the opportunity to earn cash rewards for referring friends and family. Join Westar Credit Union today and experience the credit union difference. Visit us online at westar.org or stop by one of our branches to learn more. Westar Credit Union, where you belong.
The growth at Rad Diversified has been incredible. My name is Dutch Mendenhall, CEO and co-founder at Rad Diversified. While the market continues to plummet, we continue to deliver incredible results for our investors through our diverse and lucrative portfolio of real estate and cash flowing investment. In less than 3 years, the value at Rad REIT has more than doubled. See what makes us rad at raddiversified.com today. That's RAD diversified.com.
Wells Fargo lets you know where you stand with your FICO credit score. What if you knew where you stood with everything? Like your kids' friends.
Hey, boys. How do cows stay informed?
Dad, don't.
They read the Moo paper.
Mr. Otis, you're the funniest.
It's good to know where you stand. And when it comes to your FICO credit score, you can with a Wells Fargo account.
Visit wellsfargo.com/getfico to learn more. Terms and conditions apply. FICO is a registered trademark of Fair Isaac Corporation in the United States and other countries. Wells Fargo Bank N.A., member FDIC.
It's Macy's Father's Day sale. Take an extra 25% off great gifts for every dad with your coupon or Macy's card. Or shop Father's Day specials like 40 to 50% off classic styles from INC, Alfani, and more. 25 to 40% off activewear essentials from Adidas, Reebok, and more. And 40% off designer watches. Want more deals? Download the free Macy's app by saying, Alexa, open Macy's now. Savings off regular sale and clearance prices. Exclusions apply.
With everything you have on your plate, earning your degree online seems impossible. But at Grand Canyon University, we specialize in helping you fit a master's degree in business into your busy day. Your graduation team, led by your own GCU counselor, provides you with the personal support you need to succeed. Achieve your goals with a plan and team behind you. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Visit gcu.edu.
At Grainger, we're for the ones who pay attention to every little detail, the ones who fuss, tinker, and sweat the small stuff. Because you know the tiniest thing can make the biggest difference when it comes to keeping business moving. We get it. We're the same way, offering access to product experts to help you quickly and easily find what you need. So whatever your industry, you know you're always getting professional-grade products. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
It's Jeep 4x4 season. Make your next adventure epic and hurry in now for great deals. Now, while qualified returning FCA lessees get a low mileage lease on the 2023 Jeep Grand Cherokee El Laredo 4x4 for $329 a month for 24 months with $3,999 due at signing. Tax, title, license extra. No security deposit required. Call 1-888-925-JEEP for details. Requires dealer contribution, a lease through Ally Financial. Current lease must end by 6/3/24. Extra charge for miles over 20,000. Residency restrictions apply. Take delivery by 5/31/23. Jeep is a registered trademark.
Life's better with a home policy from American Family Insurance because you'll feel protected no matter how the wind blows. Also, you can keep enjoying the home of your dreams. And our expert agents can help you save up to 23% when you bundle home with auto. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. American Family Insurance. Get a quote? Find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
You want to sell it fast and get the most cash. Talk to Aaron Taylor,
the real estate guy.
Okay, Vegas, time to sell your house fast and get the most cash. The real estate market is heated up again, and here's your chance to take advantage and get top dollar.
We buy all types of properties in 5 days or less. We give cash advances within 24 hours and do all repairs if needed to get you, the seller, the most money possible.
And for traditional sales, we have an amazing marketing team in our corner.
Call today and get an instant evaluation of your home.
Imagine selling your home with the #1 team in Nevada, getting top dollar and having an incredible experience. That's what you get with us, the real estate guys.
Our systems are exclusive to our team, and we have helped thousands of families over the last 28 years.
So call the real estate guys today. 702-310-6683. eXp Realty, license number 3888886. Call for details.
talk to Aaron Taylor,
the real estate guy.
Hi, I'm Ronnie, the tax lady. I've got a lot of goals this summer. The kids need to start swimming. I'm getting it in shape. And I'm finally going to take a few sets off my neighbor, Jess, in tennis. There's not a moment to lose. So I use Instacart to order our gear from Dick's Sporting Goods. Floats and goggles for the pool, new running shoes, and tennis balls. Lots of tennis balls. Yeah, that's the sweet smell of victory. Get everything for summer from Dick's Sporting Goods delivered in as fast as 1 hour via Instacart. Visit instacart.com to get free delivery on your first 3 orders. Offer valid for a limited time. $10 minimum per order. Additional terms apply.
With the pick, the Denver Nuggets select Jamal Murray.
With the 41st pick, the Denver Nuggets select Nikola Jokic.
Who's next?
The #1 pick in the 2023 NBA draft goes to the San Antonio Spurs.
The 2023 NBA Draft. Coverage begins next Thursday at 7 Eastern on ESPN Radio and on ESPN. You can also listen on the ESPN app and on SiriusXM Channel 80.
to get down. Gonna get up to get down. 1, 2, 3, 4.
He's in McGolden in for Ian Fitzsimmons. I'm Freddie Coleman. Thanks for joining us on Freddie and Fitzsimmons on ESPN Radio as well as the ESPN app, SiriusXM Channel 80. Don't forget about us on TuneIn and also tell your smart speaker to play ESPN Radio. It seems that it's going to be more than a certainty that Bradley Beal is not going to be a member of the Washington Wizards when next season rolls around. By the NBA draft next week, coverage on ESPN Radio, ESPN ABC at 8 o'clock Eastern time. And then free agency in the NBA starts on July 1st. But he could be part of a trade, and a lot of people line up for him. Jay Williams from KJM in the Morning has the best landing spot for the soon-to-be ex-Washington Wizard and Bradley Beal.
The Golden State Warriors. It makes all the sense in the world. I go back to when Draymond Green punched Jordan Poole, and the whole chemistry was just disrupted. You got Draymond Green, who's a pivotal piece to them making one last run for the team of a championship with the core together, okay? I think he opts into the contract. Now, what you do with Clay coming off this year is a big-time question. But if you're Golden State and you're trying to extend the runway for Steph's legacy in this continuity system, why do you not think about letting Jordan Poole go? You're already talking about letting Kuminga go, potentially Moses Moody. Now, I don't want to give up that much. I've heard people throw in potentially Klay Thompson as well. Is there a way to make a move for a Bradley Beal with Steph? It fits flawlessly.
It might sound good. I like where Jay Will's going with it. Bradley's age, he'll turn 30 on June 28th. So once you hit 30, I know it's basketball, you can play for a little while longer, but you start to, at least that is your prime. And a guy that's fought a lot of injuries, the older you get, the lower the ceiling kind of becomes. He signed a 5-year, $250 million contract. So if you're going to bring him to Golden State, you got to find the funds to match that. And, I don't have the salaries of everyone in front of me, but it sounds like you're going to have to let go of some key pieces of that Golden State team. I'm not so sure they'll want to do that. I also think that's why their general manager stepped down, because he didn't want to be the one that had to tear down the Golden State Warriors.
Because at a certain point that's going to happen with that team, although I still think they're a couple of miles away from that. Even though Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, all those guys are past 30. They're still effective in their 30s where you have to game plan against them. And, Klay Thompson didn't have the best of seasons, but when he had his moments, he looked like that guy. And they're wondering, okay, another year removed past all the injuries that he had that kept him out for the better part of 2 years. Maybe he's going to start to look a little bit like the Klay Thompson that we're used to seeing, but we'll see if that's going to be the case with the Golden State Warriors. Either way, there are teams out there that are going to be looking for a piece like that. And who do they sign up for? Do they make a trade for a Bradley Beal? Do they try to make a trade for a Damian Lillard? Do they look at a Fred VanVleet, try to get a Jaylen Brown, DeAndre Ayton? It's going to be so many fascinating question marks when it comes to free agency. And by the way, speaking of James Harden, how about Doc Rivers on the Bill Simmons podcast literally throwing him under the bus why things did not work out in the end when Philadelphia had a 3-2 lead on Boston Eastern Conference semifinals and then scratched one more game.
Did you like coaching them? Was it okay? How would you rate the experience?
It was challenging, more because we were fighting two things, and not like visually fighting, is that James is so good at playing one way. The way that I believe you have to play to win in some ways is different because it's a lot of giving up the ball, moving the ball, coming back to the ball. I would have loved to have him younger when that was easier for him because giving up the ball and getting back the ball is hard. It's physical, it's exhausting. So it'd been interesting if I had him younger where he could have done that more, coming off of dribble handoffs, going down the hill. He didn't finish as well as he finished because he's older. Every free agent will have any kind of question mark. The question is how much you're willing to sign off on it when that's near a Kyrie Irving, a James Harden, even a Damian Lillard, trade for him, Bradley Beal, even Fred VanVleet, Jaylen Brown, DeAndre Ayton, so on and so forth. When you have those kind of question marks, it depends on who can you fit and how much can you live with that person in that question mark.
I mean, I think it's telling when a guy hits free agency, like a star, a big star. Because a lot of times, listen, you're either going to sign that guy to an extension or you got to move him because you don't want to lose the asset.
Right.
And if there's a team that goes, we're all right with losing that asset, then there's probably a reason for that. Even if they go, hey, we'd like to have him on our team, but we're not really quite ready to sacrifice a whole lot to keep this person around. It's something interesting to keep an eye on. If any star moves and this isn't a free agent, I think it would be Damian Lillard.
Right.
He's never chased a ring. I respect that. But I don't know what type of moves Portland can put down. I know they have the third pick, but what does the third pick get you? You talk about, let's just say Bradley Beal. The third pick isn't worth $46 million. That's what Bradley is going to make next year. So you still have to put the salary together to help equal that. It's just going to be hard for Portland to bring in anybody that's going to make a huge impact to really make them championship contenders. So I think ultimately you'll see Damian Lillard find his way out of Portland.
Emmett Golden and Fitzsimmons on Freddie Coleman on Freddie and Fitzsimmons on ESPN Radio. And then you have the team that's the champions of the NBA when it comes to the Denver Nuggets. And then Coach Michael Malone let it be known, we're not going to be a one-trick pony at the parade on Thursday.
Is Brucey B going anywhere? Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Hey, we running this back. We running this back. Oh, yeah. Come on. Get loud. Get loud.
Oh, that champagne dream right there going on. Michael Malone saying about Bruce Brown, he's not going anywhere.
Okay, it sounded like he was saying get high.
No, he said get loud.
He saying
he was high on the champagne, but he's telling everybody else to get loud.
I thought he was saying get high. Get high.
Because he got high. Because he got high.
I'm
because
like,
he got high.
They are in Denver, so I guess you can say that on the microphone.
It is legal there.
Yeah.
It's not illegal. And we're not talking about the Mile High City in the air. We're talking about what's in the air, adjoining the air.
Yes.
A lot of people even say, see how Denver was able to do it, see how Miami was able to do it, building from within. Well, remember, Denver did sign up on a Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Yeah.
They also brought in a Bruce Brown. They traded for an Aaron Gordon. Yeah, they're core guys they drafted. And Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray. But they added pieces. Same thing in Miami. They added Jimmy Butler, even though they drafted Bam Adebayo, Tyler Hero, who was hurt. So you can say that why don't more teams do it like Denver? They may be more of an anomaly in modern times in